true. All right, so hello everyone.
Are you sure all fake vampires aren't idiots though?
What's up?
All the people who think they're vampires.
Like in the world?
Yeah.
We're not here to talk about that. What we're here to talk about is this show. And this show is called Evrand. And we have some lovely sponsors on this show. This is Nerd Immersion. We play Dungeons and Dragons.
We love it.
And do Dungeons and Dragons related stuff. And the folks that help us keep doing that are Brian and the Initiative Coffee Company team. There's a link in the chat.
Cheers.
Cheers.
As well as our good friends Quentin and Dan from Elderwood Academy. Again, and the whole Elderwood team. I don't want to exclude anybody else. Which I have gotten the confirmation that the exclusive requested by me orange metallic foil is now in the store. And my new orange metallic spellbook is being worked on at the moment. So, alright, be able to look out for some pictures and video of that coming soon.
Fantastic.
So, those of you who have questions about D&D Live 2019, there will be several more videos coming out, several additional videos coming out. There will also be more coverage of this book, which is brand new, just came out today technically, but I've had it for like 4 days. Ghost of Saltmarsh. We'll have some interesting videos on this. If you're looking for a campaign, this is not the book for you. If you like Tales from the Yawning Portal, this is the book for you because it is 6 nautical-based dungeon/encounters and has some cool ship rules.
So if you like ship rules, then this is also for you.
You want looking for some ship shit?
Yeah.
That's your book.
This is the book. This is the published version of the ship Unearthed Arcana with some improvements. Also, if you missed it at D&D Live, not only will we be having the brand new campaign Descent into Avernus coming out in September, which is a level 1 to 13 campaign where you get to dive into the depths of hell.
Damn.
Do we?
We'll also...
Do we have to?
Well, just the first level, which is Avernus. We'll also have in June Acquisitions Incorporated, the book that'll be coming out, which is a level 1 to 6 campaign and rules for starting your own franchise of Acquisitions Incorporated, as well as 1 new race and about 7 new spells. Then, sometime in the summer, we'll also be getting the D&D Essentials Kit, which is a totally overhauled, brand new version of Lost Mines of Phandelver. This one comes with minis, comes with a new set of dice, it comes with that are not the stupid blue ones, comes with an updated core rulebook, and the front cover has a white dragon on it, so I believe it's a 1 to 6 campaign, and it's overhauled version of Lost Mines of Phandelver, so that's pretty cool as well. And the last little sneaky announcement they snuck in at the end is later in the year, hardcover official published campaign setting for Evrand coming later this year. So that'll mean official rules, published version of Warforged, of Changelings, of Shifters. All that will be official, potentially with some other class stuff to go with it as well. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, and the published Artificer will be in that book as well. Which is why we got an updated version recently, because they're going to play test before the official book comes out at the end of the year.
I find it mildly amusing that Lost Mines of Phandelver is probably the best pre-written campaign that's out so far, and it is the one they're overhauling. Well, it's the one that doesn't need to be overhauled.
Well, I think they're adding.
Versus Strahd was real good though.
I think they're adding. It's a little wonky in the way it's set up, though. It's not.
I think
Lost Mines of Phandelver gives you a nice progression with a nice bit of combat, of roleplay, of exploration.
Strahd's great. You just have to read it first. If you
read the whole book first.
Read the book, Curse of Strahd is awesome, and I feel like you could really. I mean, it gives you the whole story. It just gives it to you in order. So if you don't know it as the DM, then you're missing out on a lot of the early things that you should be hinting at. But anyway,
so it's slightly expanded, but the set now comes with minis and better dice and maps and things. It's called the D&D Essentials Kit, as opposed to the starter set. And then also in the summer will be the Young Adventurer's Guide. You'll have monsters and, I want to say, I don't remember, monsters and something, and then like heroes and weapons or something. It's basically a condensed down version of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with heavy removal of like the charts and a lot of the heavy math to make it more of a storytelling thing, to introduce new young players into the game, to teach them how to play without all the craziness that is involved with Dungeons & Dragons. But I feel like I don't know, it just makes it less focused on rules and math and things. It makes it more storytelling. I don't know how good that's going to be, personally, just for my own personal thoughts, but we'll see. So what happened last time on this episode? The party descended below the Terror Dog Tavern, seemingly started as a rat extermination mission, clearly developed into something a lot more than that, as they encountered multiple kinds of rats. Dragon rats, spider rats, beholder rats, explodey rats, canary rats, rat bear pigs, you name it, they're there.
We also encountered a bunch of fish god stuff.
Yes, a lot of Kuatoa-related iconography. And the party met Nibbles, the albino intelligent rat who can turn invisible, and helped guide the party through to destroy the Rat King, an elf whose mind was warped and was going to save the world through his, what he deemed to be the right path. And they eventually tracked him down, defeated him, rescued a prisoner, kind of scouted out the whole thing, picked up some cool magic items, and then made their way down a long hallway where atop a dais was a axe. A great axe teeming with humming lightning energy. And as the axe was lifted from it by Rick the Brick, the ceiling came down on the party. But rather than a flurry and a fall of stalactites descending upon them, it was just a sea of darkmantles, or darkmantle-esque creatures, and one sturge.
Run away!
And that is where we're gonna pick up right now.
Alright.
The party, there are a lot of darkmantles.
Mm-hmm.
I had Pat roll before, and his roll said 47. I don't know if that's too many, but I'm going to keep a mental note. And when I deem it enough dead darkmantles, then we'll call it enough dead darkmantles. So everybody roll for initiative.
Alright. Well, that's
7.
one time.
7 for Wave.
23.
23 for Brina.
24.
Damn, 6.
4 for Rev. You get a 7?
Yep.
All right.
Double 5.
All right. Sturgio. Riglio. Sturgio is going to get a 15. That's Sturgio there. And then our...
What is he doing hanging out with these dark mantles? He's in a bad neighborhood.
I'm not gonna ask him. Maybe he's flexing.
Fighting.
Well, I got that. But
Let me pull up my stats for my Dark Mantle here. Or my Dark Mantle adjacent creature.
Aha.
You mean the Sturge?
No.
Because he's next.
I got it. That's good.
I'm pretty great.
Yeah. I'm rolling with advantage for that. Yeah, there we go. No, sorry. Rev, you get to go before the Dark Mantles.
Woo! How close are they to me? Are they around us? Are they
So
still
we're gonna say
descending?
for, I guess, to paint this scene. So it was a higher ceiling cavern. So we'll call this a 30-foot high ceiling.
Okay.
And we'll put them. What's your movement speed? We'll put them about. I don't know. We'll say they came down about 20 feet
Okay.
before everybody's like, "Oh shit!" So they are currently 10 feet away. A little less than 10 feet away from you because of your antlers and your height.
I'm so big.
But they are about 10 feet up in a 0 to 30 scale.
Okay. I am going to use my movement spood.
That's what it does.
To get back about 30 feet.
Okay.
And then angle my hurdy-gurdy up at him. And I'm going to cast Fear. So all of the ones I can hit in a 30-foot cone have to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Are any of them immune to fear? Does not look like it. Okay.
Good, because that's my move.
So what is the DC on that?
The DC is 15. Is it?
No, it's higher
It's
than
from
that.
the instrument. That's it.
This
No,
instrument
it's-
uses your
it's for
spell
me.
save
Oh,
stat
shit.
or charisma if you don't have one.
17.
Alright, so
Oh, no.
they have
That's
a
pretty
+2. So we're gonna roll in batches. And I'm going to say you can get about, it's a 30-foot cone, 60-foot cone.
30-foot cone.
So we're going to say you're going to get about half of them,
Cool.
and not the sturge. The sturge
Is outside.
only
Okay.
has eyes for Rick.
That makes sense.
We don't know why.
I
So we'll call it in batches of 5.
Okay.
Fail. Pass. 17.
17.
Pass. Fail. We'll give it one more. Pass. So that's how many?
3 passes, 2 fails.
Okay. So you see 10 of these things just gone.
Alright.
The other 15, or the other, sorry. Yeah, 15.
How many did we start with? 40.
Well, I'm
Rounding.
making it, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the other 15.
the other 15 are just like, they kind of like shudder and they're like, because you know what they look like now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So they're like, tentacles kind of,
Alright. Since it's their turn next,
yeah.
they must take the dash action and move away from me.
Mhm.
This by the safest available route on all of their turns. If the creature ends its turn on a location where it doesn't have line of sight on me, then they can make a wisdom save to try and break it.
Okay.
But as long as they can see me,
They can't.
they cannot break it unless I.
Okay, so on their turn, those 10 just book it and they're kind of like up against the wall.
Okay.
Like they have to use their action to dash. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they can, with the dash, they're basically at the other end. So we're going to call basically from your vantage point to a Rick, we'll call it 60 feet.
Okay. Cool.
Total distance. So they're gone. Then it is their turn. So what you watch now, all of you, the whole thing is encased in darkness, magical darkness. And you hear them flitting about, and it seems like it doesn't bother them at all. As you guys are all technically now inside magical darkness.
Globe of magical
But they can still see us,
Yes.
so they're still afraid.
Those 10, yes. But the others, not so much. So, that happens. We're going to call that, what is that? A 15-foot globe of magical darkness. So it's really only 2 of them need to do it to fill it. We'll call it 5. One group. We'll call group 1. Group 1, darkness group.
Okay.
Globes.
So that's what they do.
The Charlie Murphys.
Okay, so let me just, I'm going to do things in groups, because I think that's the best way to handle this. Okay, so that's that, and then Sturgio. Sturgio over here. Okay, so group 1 is the darkness group. We're going to call groups 2 and 3 the fear groups.
Cool.
So then that's going to be group 4 and 5. We'll start with you two. So we'll start with group 4 on you, Red.
Okay.
They are, well, we'll start with 1 because we'll see how we do. Okay, that is a 24 to hit. That hits, correct?
That will hit.
Okay, he's going to attempt to crush you with its body.
Oh dear.
So you're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And it over top of your head like a weird hat.
Gross.
Fuck.
It has engulfed your head. You're already blind, but you're blind again.
Blinder.
Double blind.
I mean, you can see?
You also
Both
cannot
eyes.
breathe as it, and it now is sucking the air out of that.
Gross.
And yeah. Okay, that's what it does. And then the other ones are just, it's got you. The other ones are going to attempt to attack you and sort of like meh, at you. That 1, another 24, 19.
19 hits. That's the number.
Okay. Alright, so that's going to be 3 more hits. Sorry, 2 more hits. That'll be a grand total of 15 points.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go for you, Celine. And technically, they all have advantage, but I forgot. But I remembered for you.
Oh.
I'm gonna remember for you guys too, so don't feel
No,
bad.
that's good.
Step
As
one.
expected.
That is a miss for number 1. The 20 hits you. Okay. So first guy, he's gonna deal 5 points. And he's on top of you.
Oh no.
Does a 19 hit you?
That's my number.
A lot of 19s in this group.
Half the group is 19s.
The other half it's different.
Okay. So Brina.
You're right about that.
Brina, you're gonna take. Oh wait, there's one more hit in there. Okay, so that's 7, 13 points.
In addition to the 5.
In addition to the 5, yeah. That covers these guys. Wave. You are a big strong boy.
Ooh.
So they're gonna come. You're gonna get a couple groups on you. That's cocked. So, that's an at 20. 23. 22. 19 is a miss. And another 19. So that'll be 3 hits. So that's 10, 15, 24 points. That was great. Says that group.
Oh boy.
There's another natural 20. That's a miss. And a miss. And a miss. And a miss. And a 19. So, 7 points. That was this group. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you get one more. Because Rick gets Sturgio.
Okay.
It's a miss. 15. That's an at 20.
Oh no. How am I gonna get unconscious?
That's a 18.
Points of damage?
No, no,
No,
no.
you still roll a hit.
That's a 21 hits.
Uh huh. So he's after
2
going
hits. That's
unconscious.
another natural 20.
Uh huh.
Yeah, he's going up.
3 health.
Oh,
Half right now?
3 health you have?
Yeah.
You're sucked on and you're unconscious. I'll just stop rolling now. And then Rick, you're gonna get 2 guys and Sturgio.
All right.
Group 1. It's an 18.
Yeah, can I hit?
So.
It's an 18.
That also hits.
Oh, I only rolled a 4, not 46 for.
Okay. So Rick's gonna get 3 hits. 5. 14 points.
Okay.
You are also on you. And the last group. 1 hit. I should just roll 2 dice. This will be easier. 2 hits. 3 hits. 3 hits. 12. 21 points. And then it is Sturgio's turn. You hear the buzzing. That old familiar smell of a proboscis and the coppery smell of this as it's descending on you. You know, you've been here before.
Oh no.
Advantage, natural 20. It doesn't matter because it's Rick. But it's true. You can take 8 points of piercing damage, and you feel its proboscis into you.
Gross.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't it. It goes next. So sorry, my bad. I'll save that. Brina.
Oh. I have the ones on top of me, right?
Yes, you are currently suffocating.
Is it like over all of me or just my head?
Just your head.
Oh, okay, so I can like
Punch it.
punch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can spend your action to rip it off of yourself.
But that's it.
That's a whole action.
It is a whole action.
Do I have to like make a check?
You would
So
have to
something that I
make
could
a
say?
strength
Oh,
check
I'm
to
not
try to
gonna
rip it off, or you could punch it.
I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
Um, 11 points. Doesn't matter which type of damage.
No, but you take 6 points.
Oh no!
Because it's so close to your face, you end up punching yourself in the head.
Quit hitting yourself.
He says, but though he can't see.
But then I get how many points did I take? 6.
Yeah.
2.
Okay, hey, that's fine. And that was 12 points, or 11 points, right? 11?
Yeah, 11. So that's
Mhm.
first one. Ooh, 13.
To hit?
Yeah.
Still hits.
Dope.
11 is the armor class.
Okay. 16 points.
You will take 8.
5.
Okay. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Still alive?
Yep, barely. Also,
Action.
hi, 12 for 10 cents. I see you in the chat. Hi.
12 points of damage.
It dies, you will take 6.
Alright.
You are no longer suffocating. You can breathe again. And you're in darkness.
So I can't see anything.
Correct. You can hear the swooshing about you. So you can strike out at disadvantage if you want. Okay. Save your key points.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any other like bonus action type thing I want to do.
Oh, you did 3 attacks, so that was your bonus action.
Oh!
So you have the
You're
option
right,
to do
you're right.
one more if you want.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can save it.
Then it's Sturgio. Sturgio does his deal.
Ah.
Damn you, statue.
Wave, you are unconscious, but stabilized. In the dark, and nobody knows. Well, you're unconscious but stabilized, but you are not breathing. Because your head is covered.
Oh no!
Shoot.
Rick.
Alright,
I have a thought, but it's not one I can do yet.
okay. Can't do a thought right now. This is not the ideal position to be in. So I have this axe.
You do.
Do I feel anything from it
You feel charged.
electrically?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Make me an Arcana check. At advantage.
All right. Since it's dwarf-like. Nah. Yeah, that's gonna be a big 4 for
You
me.
do have 5 charges.
You know what? I will use a charge, and I am going to use different dice. That'll work.
Dumb ones!
Oh my god.
You got 4 more.
Cheeky.
Oh,
Damn. It's hard being me. Yeah. All right. Well, this time I'm gonna use different die though.
There's some orange ones out
OG yellow?
OG yellow die and Strahd die.
Oh.
I'm gonna roll better. Here we go. 18, 19.
Okay, that's way better.
That's so much better.
It's so much better.
All right.
That was the second. That was 2 charges, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So 19.
Yeah. It seems as though some otherworldly force somewhere in the universe is granting you some sort of aid or guidance in saying that, like, no, maybe you can do this.
Oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this.
Maybe you can. Maybe it's that Kuton god.
Bleh.
And you feel as though normally you would not be able to, but it seems as
charged
though
moment.
in this high intensity, high voltage of a moment here, you feel like, yeah, It seems like it works.
All right. I would like to use it.
That's fair.
Okay. To cast lightning bolt,
Yeah, sure.
kind of
In a general direction.
in a line, but up a little, so
Okay.
that it wouldn't hit Rev in the head.
So up a lot.
I mean, it's a good. You're
I'm up on the altar though,
Okay. Fair. Just a little bit.
so I'm gonna try and send it through.
yeah. I
as
mean,
many
that's
of these
you are
things.
is literally a shot in the dark
Yeah.
where this is gonna go. You don't know Wave is unconscious.
Nope. But I do know that Rev's a little bit up.
Yeah, that's fair. So go ahead.
Oh, did I see the ones casting the darkness
You
when
saw.
they started to cast?
You
the darkness?
did, but you're not exactly sure which ones did it because they were
Okay.
kind of all about. And you did see because it was before the dark. You saw Rev move back.
Okay. All right.
Your
then I'll
supreme.
I'll just
120
do my
feet
best guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 8d6,
Alright.
please.
Did we figure out a DC for this?
15
Okay.
for now.
Hey. 12.
No, I'm supposed to be stupid. Doing this in groups. Should remember that.
Groups.
Start over.
36. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
For D6.
Yeah.
Like just, oh shit! Immediately have to discharge.
Alright, that was enough of a benefit. We're rolling back to orange die. The two groups that he feared can't be hit because they're
Away.
They're
They're
first.
basically
They're the ones I wouldn't want to hit.
they're basically behind you.
Ah, okay, good.
Because they kind of flew as far as they could,
Away from him.
which
Okay,
is to the
bird.
wall.
Right.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the groups fail.
Wow. Alright.
1, 2, 3, obviously, and the other two that are feared, they succeed. And how much damage did you say?
36.
That, what is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 of these things just. You hear like the most epic game of Duck Hunt ever. These things just as they're falling to the ground, and the darkness drops.
Oh shit.
Because
All
you
of it.
killed all 5 of them.
Hooray!
So now you can see Wave unconscious on the ground. You didn't kill his because it was on the ground.
Alright.
Not moving, and this thing just like on his face.
Oh,
Actually, you don't see anything because you have one on your
I
face.
do.
You just hear the sound of things hitting the ground, and from the sounds of it, it's not your party members.
Oh, good. Good.
You see because you punched the one off of your head. Rev has one on his head, and it's like kind of like around the antlers, but it's still got him. You see Rick like gesturing this way. You see Wave unconscious on the ground with one on his head. You see the 10. I need a save from you, by the way. Just a concentration check.
I did them all.
Did you? Okay.
I did
cool.
3.
Cool.
We're
Then
good.
we're good. You see the 10 kind of like trying to get away in the corner, and then let's get cross these guys out, these guys out, these guys out, these guys out, these guys out. And then you see the remaining not huddling in the corner 15. Just about. Oh, and sorry, you killed some of them. You killed one of them. So the remaining 14.
So there are 14 that are left that aren't scared.
Correct.
The others are against the wall scared. Then there's one on your head, one on each of their heads.
As of yes.
The
yes,
ones
I'm
that
ready.
are on each of their heads, or is that part of
Oh, and there's
the
a sturge
14?
in his arm.
Is that part of the 14? Their head ones?
Yes.
Okay. He's not moving. Do I have any around me that I would provoke opportunity
Well, it's still
attacks?
It's still Rick's turn, but I'm just
Oh.
giving you because you can now see. You were incapable of seeing, but you now have
This
Kuatone
is
granted
what I
dark vision,
Gotcha.
so you can see these things now that you don't have something on your
Gotcha.
head.
Gotcha.
Anything else?
I'm gonna bonus action punch this one in the head.
Okay, go for it.
Recklessly.
Okay.
It's 23.
23 hits.
Alright. I'm gonna get my temporary hit points. And I'm going to deal 9 points of damage.
You will take 5 points of damage.
Yes, that's fair, but I still
That's
net gain.
Yeah, that's good. And then it's gonna go to you, Rev. There's one on your face.
First,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my telepathic bond with Nibbles
Oh.
to ask him to run as fast as he can and tell Diego his master is in danger and needs his help.
Okay.
And to tell him to dash back to me. Oh, wait, no, that takes a bonus action for me to tell him to do stuff. I think, the way the potion works.
Yes. To tell Diego, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so revised plan. I'm going to use my action to try and get this fucking thing off my head.
Okay. It is a strength check.
There is no way that this will end poorly.
It's not very high. They're not very strong.
Me neither.
And this is kind of tented on your
Oh!
antlers.
Natural 20. So 21. Then I am going to use my movement.
Mhm.
No, I do. Do I still have him?
If you want.
I don't want... Oh, but there's others around me. So
Yeah,
if
there
I
are.
move, I would provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yes.
So I'm going to yell as loud as I can and hope that the acoustics of this tunnel system help me out.
But he can see now.
He can see
Yes.
now, yes.
To command Diego. Bonus action. Command Diego. Your master needs your help.
Make me a
Run back.
Make me a performance check at advantage for the acoustics.
Not great, but I think I have. Ooh. I'm going to use a charge. I'm not going to use a charge. 13. See what happens.
Okay. You yell out. You see Rick, axe pointed out. You see Wave unconscious on the ground with a thing around his face.
All right.
And Brina currently without one.
Okay. And then I will use the. Now I'll command Nibbles to be like, hey, go let me know if Diego's coming. Because we can communicate telepathically up to a mile now.
And then
So,
Nibbles will move
Cool.
away. Or he will confirm in your brain that he is moving.
Cool.
Then it is their turn. So, Rick, I'm going to start with you, because they can do a fun thing when they're on your head. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage.
There's no right answer here.
That's not true. It's gotta be a right answer. No, that was the wrong one. 8.
Okay. You are now charmed by this mind mantle.
No!
You can now see telepathically
Oh.
through its eyes, and you are completely under its control.
That's not good for anyone.
And you get the feeling on your turn, because I'm going to tell you, it's going to force you to move down towards these two and start attacking them as hard as you can. But that's it for now. That's what it does. Then the other ones around you kind of just are going to let you go. So Rev, we've got some guys against you,
Quite.
and they do not have advantage now, and you can see them.
Cool. I like all of those things.
So this will be group
This was
B.
They haven't taken any damage, so.
Correct. This will be group
No?
8.
Okay.
We'll call it 8 because 2 and 3 were it's.
Okay.
That is a 19.
I am going to use my reaction to use my last spell slot to cast Shield.
Damn.
You want to use a charge to
I will
reroll
not-
that?
No.
All right. So shield. That's a miss. Miss.
So 24 is
Miss.
the number.
Miss. Miss. Okay. So that whole group just whiffs on you.
I always
Alright.
imagine it's just like the magic shield repelling them.
Brina,
Shot.
you have 4 on you. So 23 to start. So that's gonna hit. You're gonna take 6 points of damage, and you are now considered blinded. So the rest have
What?
advantage.
Is it on my head again?
Yep.
It's kind of their move.
That is basically their only move. 22. Natural 20.
Ah.
Okay. And then another 25. gonna be
Rolling.
that. That is
Spells.
29.
What kind of damage is it?
It is bludgeoning.
Half it.
Didn't you do that already?
I don't think I've used it.
I'm pretty sure you did last time. Like in the final fight.
I don't think I did. I could be wrong.
When did she use it?
Did you guys
I think
remember?
she might have used it. Did she get it back
Get back
with a
on
short rest?
I think it's a long rest. I think.
long rest / short rest.
Let me see.
I think you might have used it 2 times ago, earlier in the cave.
Before we took the short rest.
What were those first things we fought in the cave?
Rats.
After the rats? Wasn't there a thing
Rats,
after
different
the
rats?
Different rats. There was
Going
a
back,
different thing in between rats and other rats?
backtracking. We had the bar fight.
Yeah,
Then we had normal rats.
yeah. And then what?
And then we had spider rats.
Yeah.
And then we had.
Was it with the spider rats that you
Behold
used it?
her dragon pus rats.
It is short or long rest.
Okay, well, didn't we take a short rest after the spider rats?
After spider rats, yes.
Okay.
Oh no, after spider
After-
beholder plus rats.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't think she's used it since then. I think when it was just spider rats is when she used it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
That's what I remember.
That's why I'm like, I can't remember using it like super recently.
I couldn't remember if you used it in the fight with the Rat King.
I
and
did.
the-
I don't think I
And
did.
all the other things that he had with him. I don't remember. Maybe chat remembers. Anybody remember in chat? You can feel free to chime in. They're being attacked by like 50 dark
The
mantles.
episode's up on
They're
scrolled.
bad news.
Anyway, so that was 29 points, so even halved, that is still 15 points of damage. And you are currently blinded,
Not good news.
as it is on your face. Then, Rick, you still have one on your face, and it's got you already.
Yes,
The other one's
it's action. The other one's left me.
So, the remaining 4 that are still that were near you are going to dash to get towards Brina and Rev. So they dash. That's their move. That was the 5 that attacked Rev. These are frightened, and then these are the 4 that are attacking Brina. Okay. Suffocation.
No breathing, don't get.
Thanks, Sean.
You're welcome. I cut it off before it became copyright infringement.
That was way before too.
Yeah, I was being very safe.
Super safe.
Let's check.
Move to Japan.
Move to Japan?
Move to Japan. Don't tell
A
anybody.
creature can
I'm-
hold its breath a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its con mod.
That's a lot of minutes.
But he's unconscious, so he can't hold his breath.
Well, he is holding his breath. He's probably using the least amount of oxygen that he could.
Do I even need to breathe?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can just breathe.
When a creature runs out of breath or is choking, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its con mod. At the start of its next turn, it drops to 0 hit points and is dying, and it can't regain hit points or be stabilized until it can breathe again. So, this is one of those weird scenarios where, like, it goes back to old school stuff where you would drown people to bring them back to 0 hit points because it was easier that way.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say, because you're unconscious but stabilized, but it is still sucking the air out of your lungs, that you're just gonna fail a death saving throw.
Can you roll instead?
It's a weird thing.
He's stabilized.
He's stabilized technically,
Right.
but he's still like he's not dying. He's just running out of oxygen.
Darn.
So that's all of them.
I have this thing on my head.
You do.
And I'm coming.
I'm gonna punch it.
Okay. Separate your damage because you will take half of your own punching damage to your own head.
Whoa, separate.
Because you're bludgeoning your own head.
Right.
You'll take half of the bludgeoning damage.
Oh, so separate the type of damage. Got it.
And then you'll take the full radiant damage.
Okay.
So that's because you're gonna take half and then a quarter of the other one.
Oh no! Wait, you said 11 is the number?
11 is the number.
Okay, cool. I still did.
Okay. This one is currently untouched.
Okay. So it is going to take 11 points of damage.
Okay. And then you will take.
And then I take the 2, and half of that to the 3.
And then.
Wait, is it including that added on points from
Yeah,
us?
so it's 11 total, in half is 6, plus half of whatever the bludgeoning damage was. You know what I'm saying? It's a weird thing.
No, I'm confused. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm figuring it out.
How much was the bludgeoning damage?
So normal bludgeoning damage, and that is including the
modifier,
the
yeah.
modifier and everything. Okay, so just the bludgeoning damage would be 9.
9.
We're not
So you'll take
half
5.
for that, right?
Yeah.
Then add this in.
Yeah.
So 7.
Yeah, so we'll just call it 6 because that was actually less. So you
Okay,
take
so
6 points.
6, and I gain 2, so I take 4.
4, yes.
Okay, so that was 1.
Wow, that's not for you.
I mean, it is for me. I could just watch it on the stream.
Oh yeah, but you can't have it right now
Oh, I see.
because that would get you kicked off Twitch.
It's gonna take 10 points of damage for the next hit.
Okay. Still up. You're gonna take. We'll just say you take 5 because it's usually works out to be the same.
Okay.
That healing is really keeping you alive here. Oh, I guess you'd have resistance. Yeah, never mind.
Again.
Chat wants to know if Wave the Undefeatable will finally be defeated.
13.
No.
That one dies.
Cool.
You still take the half.
No
but
way.
Yeah. So then I'm gonna take
7 minus the whatever you heal.
You don't see how?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Brown cow?
Yeah. I guess. I don't see how now, brown cow.
So now you have your vision.
Mm-hmm.
There are currently 3 around you. There are 5 near Rev. 4 of them have flown over towards you. 1 is on Wave's head, and 1 still remains on Rick's head.
Okay. I mean, I'll use a key point so I get another attack and
Mhm.
start hopefully hurting the ones around me.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hit. 13 points of damage on one of them.
Okay. Cool. Then it's Sturgio. Since Sturgio's got you, he can drink your blood.
It's high octane blood. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Except Sergio.
Except Sturgio.
And this darkmantle.
You will take 7 points of blood loss damage.
I don't like that.
Okay, that's his turn. Wave. Chilling. You don't take, it only does the damage on your turn, so you're fine. You don't take anything this turn. Alright, Rick.
Okay.
It's saying, it's pointing you at Rev, and it wants you to go get him.
Alright. How far away is he?
Rev is 60 feet away from you.
Alright. Okay. I gotta move.
Yeah, unless you, what is it? Charm target must move towards a creature and make a melee attack if it's within reach. So it makes you move, and that's it.
I move.
Okay.
And can't reach him.
The end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw to try and break out of its mind control.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. That's a 13.
Let me just see if you have disadvantage because you're charmed. Charmer has advantage on ability checks to interact. Can't target the Charmer. Okay, yeah, you break out of its mind control.
Ah, you dumb hat.
That's the end of your turn.
Got him.
Well, I just broke out of mind control.
Rev.
Fair.
That's
Oh, fuck. It's a flesh. Nibbles, how close is Diego?
Nibbles will tell you.
Diego has a 40-foot movement speed.
Okay, cool.
shorty.
That Diego will arrive next turn.
Okay, cool. Then come back, Nibbles. I have a job for you.
Okay, Nibbles will start coming back.
Alright. I am going to... How far is Wave from me? I moved 30 feet towards the entrance, so I don't...
Did you get one on your head?
First round, yes.
But not this round, they missed.
Not this round.
He is... So you moved 30 feet. We'll say he was kind of... Because he was following Rick.
Mm-hmm.
So Rick was 60 feet away. We'll say he was 30 feet away, so now he's 60 feet away from you.
Okay.
Because you moved 30 feet towards the
That
entrance.
makes sense. In that case, I'm going to use... I'm going to bust out the H Gertz.
Alright.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Gatesy.
Now I do want to see one thing. Equipment. Hurdy-gurdy. Do. Okay. Yeah. So, beep, 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 Thunderwave.
Cool.
So they're gonna have to make some saves.
Alright, yeah. So that'll get that'll basically get the, let's see, the 8, because they've all kind of moved up.
Cool.
So 2 saves, con save.
These guys have
Yeah.
taken damage from the lightning bolt.
No, these guys, they did take damage from the lightning bolt, correct. So that's a 4 and a 12. So those are both fails.
All right, they're gonna take 5 thunder damage.
Is that 3d6?
No, it's 2d6.
2d6.
Or 2d8.
2d8. Okay.
A 1 and a 4. Makes 5.
That does.
How much was it?
5.
5. Ooh.
They are definitely as bloody as one can tell them to be.
Good.
But, you know.
And then I think that's literally all the things I can do.
Okay.
Oh, no. I have a potion
to
that I am
drink.
going to take. I'm going to drink my greater healing potion.
Good.
I thought so.
That's
That's
a
my
great
bonus
idea.
action.
Cool.
Greater is 4d4 plus 4.
Yes. Cool. It is their turn. There is your guy. He's gonna try to reassert madness
dominance.
over you. So I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 20.
You are
Bless you.
immune
Ah.
to his mind control.
Yeah.
He's not happy about that.
That's.
Your guy's gonna suck you for another death save. But you guys don't know. Maybe you still can't see.
I can't see. These guys can see.
She can.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. So Brina's got these 3. So Brina, here we go. Natural 1.
Well, I can see, or I could just see telepathically.
You could.
So I know, and I moved 30 feet, so I should be right next.
You
to
are
them.
right next to Wave. Yes. And then as soon as you break, well, now that he doesn't provide you telepathic sight, now that you're not under its
Right.
control.
Okay.
19? 19's the number, that's right. Okay. 8 points. It's on your head. Advantage. It's an 18, which misses. So, that's the 3 that were on you. You have 8.
I do.
Here we go. So 23 to start.
I'll do it.
You're going to take 6 points. Now they're all at advantage. 15. It's 2. That one's going to hit. That's a 24. No more shields, right?
Correct.
That's going to be 4 points. That's a natural 20. Let's see. I'll do that right now. 5 points. So Sean roll.
Woo!
Yeah.
I need those.
That is a 15.
Miss.
That's a 24. 9 points. Last one. 7 and a 2. That's it. That's all 8.
Had I not have drank that potion, I would be unconscious.
It's a good thing you did then.
That is all of them. Brina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's right.
So in case it matters, I will tell
Oh
you-
shit! How many hits was that?
3.
3, 4.
3, I think. The con saves are all 10. I said they're all 10. The saves.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
It's my sorry. It's my action to try to pop it off.
As an action, yeah.
I spend 2 charges to pass my
Charges
saves.
to pass your save.
Woof.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions.
Okay, that's Rev. And I wanted to remind you what your ultimate is in case it comes into play. Let me see what it does.
Brina?
Yeah. Bonus action for 1 minute. Any roll of a natural 1 on an unarmed strike is also a natural 20.
That's good.
Your unarmed strikes deal additional damage equal to half your monk level rounded down.
Also good.
And you can attack creatures out to 30 feet with unarmed strikes. Not
But
sure.
I can't see.
Correct. Just throwing it out there as a thing you can do. But you're the only one who has enough charges to do that. So, in case you're interested. But you
if-
do have enough charges to spend if you want.
What happens if I breathe fire? Do I take damage because I'm inside?
There's only one way to find out.
Well,
I mean, you make me an insight check.
20.
You get the feeling that probably not, because the damage you're taking is from you literally impacting yourself with
Okay.
your fist. Breathing fire likely will just go out, and if it's enough, it'll burn through
Okay.
and should not damage you any further. You had the benefit until very recently of being able to see
Right.
where things were, so you run less risk as long as you work smart about it to not burn your allies.
Okay. Now, so if I do it, how many, based on how much I could see before, how many of these things can I hit if I do
So Rev moved 30 feet away from you, the other way, and yours is a 30-foot cone. So if you faced the way he was, he has 8 on him currently.
it? Okay.
So that would get the one on your face and those 8.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. How many key points?
We use 3.
All of them.
How many do you have?
I have
And-
6 left, but I can only use up to
And
3.
remind me what your saving throw is?
16?
16? Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good there.
Sure.
Is it more than that at
I
this
think it should
point?
be a 17.
It's based off wisdom.
Oh, I'm wrong. I apologize. You're right.
No,
I thought you had a 20.
I don't.
No.
Not there yet.
18 wisdom.
I
Okay.
have a 20 dex. Oh, come on! Can I use a charge to reroll damage?
No.
That's silly.
It's for advantage, which are things related to natural 20s.
Then in that case, 13 points.
On 66?
I rolled 3 ones.
Yeah. It's a Sean kind of night, ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't it just?
Well, just so you know, the one on your face that you punched had just enough damage that failing its save, 13 is exactly its hit points.
Okay.
So it drops off your face.
Oh, that's good.
And since they also failed, with the damage they'd taken from the thunder wave and the lightning bolt, the 8 near you
Oh,
will
God.
drop.
Oh, good.
Oh, so who's left?
So
the one on
there
his
as
head.
the 10 that are afraid,
Okay.
that ran away, the 2 right next to you currently,
Okay.
the one that's slowly killing Wave,
Okay.
and the one that is currently on Rick's head.
Okay.
Also Sturgio.
I'm
He's really the least of my
going
worries.
to bonus action drink a healing potion.
Sure.
Okay. Smart.
So how many is that? How much does a healing
Just
potion?
regular?
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's your turn.
Wait, I can still move, right?
You can still move. You have 2 right next to you, so you will provoke attacks of opportunity if you move.
I'm gonna take them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start moving towards Patrick.
Wave.
Wait,
Wrong game.
whatever, wrong game.
Alright, so first attack is a 16. Second one, 24. So, you will take 7 points.
Oh, it's on my head again?
That's how their move works. That's their only move.
Okay.
But you are still free to move, you just can't see.
Well, I had sights on him before.
Yeah,
as
so
I
you
was moving, so I'm
walk
just gonna
in that
keep
general
moving
vicinity.
in that general direction.
Yeah.
Stepping out with my toe, like trying to feel for him.
Yeah.
Left. I can see.
Ah.
We'll verbally direct you.
Alright, so.
That's it. Have my turn.
Okay, so, Sturgio. Just gonna suck some blood out of you.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck 6 points of blood out of you.
I need that stat.
His ultimate power is he's already attached, so he just gets, doesn't have to roll, he just does the damage.
Need that blood.
You do.
You take 1 point of damage when you hit Rick's, when you, and you feel something
Touch
take
me.
you, basically.
Oh.
John,
Yes.
like a villain, you're good. Rick,
What?
it's your turn. You don't, nothing happens on your
Okay.
turn.
So, something bumped into me. I have this thing on my head.
And you know you were next to Wave,
Wave.
when you lost your vision.
Alright, I want to reach down and try to pull this thing off Wave's head.
Okay. Make me a strength check. I mean, you know where it was, so you don't have to.
Right, I just
And you
feel
just,
on it.
yeah, you just find
Slam.
him.
I'm gonna use charge.
Okay.
Mark that right down there. I think that'll probably be fine. Is it athletics?
It's just a strength check.
Alright, 14.
That's just barely enough as you rip it off Wave's head. You now see Wave is very close to death.
Oh
But now
God.
he could breathe.
He can breathe currently, yes. His breath is very shallow.
Alright, so now I have this thing.
You do.
I'm just gonna hold it.
That was your action, but you do still have your bonus action.
Bonus action. Punch the Sturge. Recklessly.
You're so reckless.
Sturgeon, no.
14.
What are you laughing at so hard?
I would just laugh so hard if his AC was a 15.
It is a 15.
See, I pictured it like here.
Oh.
So you're just like, ah, fuck. Miss.
See, I pictured it as like getting like somewhere difficult to reach, like a mosquito might.
Quite.
Rev.
All right. How many rat buddies are here of mine?
At this point,
1, 2.
having bounded in, arriving now on this turn, is Diego.
Yeah, Diego!
And Nibbles is riding Diego.
So Nibbles hasn't used his movement spoon yet.
He is not.
Okay, this is part of my plan. How much movement does Diego have? Does he have any left?
We'll say 20 feet
Was 20 feet of his 40, or has he dashed?
of his 40.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to take out a healing potion and hand it to Nibbles.
But invisible, it is like grasped invisibly by a creature.
And I will say, like, pour it in that guy's mouth.
Okay.
Diego, bound!
Diego runs. It is the start. Oh, they don't have their opportunity attacks back because it's not the start of
Right,
their
they already
turn.
used their reactions.
So yeah, those two that were there, it runs over, and you watch. None of you watch. Cause
I watch.
I don't watch.
You're the only one
I'm not
watching.
easy.
You watch as a little potion bottle like shimmies, and then like boonk, drops down, and it's like this, and then it gets turned over, and like it just sort of like shimmies over, pops off, and then it like kind of like. And because of the nature of it, only about half of it goes in his mouth, so you can roll a d4 plus 1.
That's
It
4.
doesn't work.
It's automatic 4.
Got it. 3, so 4 total.
4 hit points back. You are conscious. You see next to you Rick holding a thing with one on his head. Brina with like a puncture wound through her foot. There's a rat bear pig there and a floating empty potion bottle on your chest. And Rev is also there.
I am.
That was nothing. That was your bonus.
I didn't do
action.
anything yet. So I am going to move up 30 feet. They are all still out of my range because I was 60 feet back before.
Correct.
So I will shoot cantrip, I guess.
Okay.
Don't see why not. Let's do.
Blast.
Yeah, probably. It could have been Toll of the Dead.
Oh well, that's
Toll
just
the
a
Dead.
saving throw.
It is, but do I want that? You know,
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know. I think I want the +5 on the damage.
Yes, but if you Eldritch Blast us, we might take half your damage.
Yeah, but you're holding one. I'm gonna shoot the one you're holding.
Oh, that's real smart.
I shoot the one he's holding.
Okay. Roll and attack. It's 11.
Do 12 on the roll.
12 on the
Aha.
die. This one is undamaged because it was below the lightning bolt.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's gonna take 12 damage from that Eldritch Blast, and then I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
13 on the roll.
Mm-hmm.
For 6 damage.
Okay, it is still alive.
Alright, that was my bonus action, that was my turn, and I can't take a reaction, and that is my turn. I'm gonna... Oh! All the 8 around me were dead.
Yes.
So I am going to move back another 30 feet.
Okay.
Sure.
Are there any within range of Diego?
Yeah, because he moved right up.
He did. Can I just...
Yeah.
Alright, Diego's going to attack
Twice
with his multi-attack.
Good job.
No, he moved up 20 feet. He got to you with 20 feet,
Yeah.
then he moved up 20 feet, and they were 30 feet away
So
Okay.
we did
so he has a
that
dash.
makes sense.
to get to them.
Okay, cool. So then that will have been Diego's turn.
That is their turn. Both the ones on you will try to assert mental dominance over both of you. I'd like you both to make wisdom saving throws, please.
I'm not immune to it.
No. As long as it's on your head, it can try again. You got 2 charges left.
I'm gonna use one.
I'm gonna use one.
Okay,
12.
You're good.
Natural 20.
Cool. You both resist the mind control powers of the mind mantles. The only one left is the one that you are currently holding, but you're not really grappling it because I'm giving you that as a mechanic, but you just kind of like got it. So it's gonna. You watch as it's like gonna try to get you, and you are prone, so it has advantage. 17. 8. It misses.
Things.
Brina,
So there's one on my head, one on Rick's head, one attacking wave.
you don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one, but
Yes.
that's happening.
Correct.
And that's it? Or is there
And
still
the 10 that are still
There's-
afraid.
Okay. What happened to the Sturge?
It's still stuck in
Still
a
there?
Rick.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
This thing's gonna explode soon.
Yeah, no, this one's got a
Um,
pretty high capacity.
Should I do my thing? Or wait?
It doesn't have
I wish.
what?
Just the windows are different on the different
What are you
sized tablets. Or I'm not looking. Well, I'm making noises about a different thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. So what are you gonna do?
Well, I don't know. He told me to wait.
Or what are you gonna do?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Mm, oh. I guess I'm gonna hit the one that's on my face.
Okay. Go ahead.
Punching yourself in the face again.
Good.
Yeah.
Make your attack roll. AC 11.
Hit.
Okay.
Don't sound like you're having so much fun.
Serious.
Making the rest of us look bad.
Oh, I know how I'm doing it. If this one's not dead by the time.
12 points of damage.
It is barely alive because I forgot about the lightning bolt for a handful of these, so it is barely
Awesome. Okay, and then what do I take out of that?
half. 6.
To 6.
Yep.
Minus 1.
Brina's getting tired of punching
what
herself in
again?
the face.
Stop.
Rick's just getting wound up to do it.
15.
So you will take 8, and it dies.
And it dies.
It does die, and now you're able to extricate yourself from it, and you can see one trying to get to wave, like Rick has it by like the little pointy hat piece, but it's got enough distance where it's like you can feel the little tentacles like around your face. It's trying to get him, and then there's one on Rick, and then the Sturge also stuck in Rick as well.
Okay. There's nothing I can do as a bonus action to heal myself, correct?
No,
Do you have more potions?
I do. I have a greater healing potion.
and you have that's what you want to do. Your call.
Waiting on doing that or using my bonus action to attack.
That is
Those are
the,
two good options.
I know.
so.
I'm gonna attack the one. Yeah, I'm gonna attack the one flapping towards Pat.
Okay.
Here you go, wave.
Hit. 10 points of damage on it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use a key point.
Punch again.
Yeah.
That time it was just free healing.
No, that's
It
true.
wasn't damage reduction.
$11 points points of damage.
And it drops to the ground. Sturgio is going to deal to you 8 points of blood loss damage.
Ah. It's all my temporary hit points.
Oh,
Fuck you.
fuck you.
This is good. I need this.
And you
I'm not
feel
taking half damage.
and you feel a pulsating feel from Sturgio as it's like, and you feel it's like it's shuddering. And you watch, it explodes.
Oh.
Like, so not only are the three of you covered in blood,
So is Larenthy.
yes, always, no matter where it is, in Rick's blood.
That's
You're-
like
well,
your
you're-
own brew.
Well, you are, but you can't taste it because the dark mantles.
Oh yeah.
You just feel wet splats on your body.
To be fair, I think I'm bloody already from other things.
But
And you have
you
armor, so you
all
wouldn't feel anything. You just don't feel
take 2 points just of concussive damage as the explosion happens. So bludgeoning damage just from the sheer force of this thing,
Ooh. Sturdy.
and you feel it, and it's because it's for you. It's less of the explosion, but more of the rapid removal
Right.
from your body. Wave. It's your turn. You're on the ground, covered in Rick's blood. You see a sturge pieces falling, and one dark mantle or mind mantle on top of Rick. That's it. And the 10 that are hiding in the corner that are afraid.
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna try and rip the mantle off Rick.
Okay? That's your action.
Yes. For strength.
Yes.
Alright, so that's 22.
You rip it off of Rick.
Ah!
That was your action. I believe you used your action surge in the fight with the racking. Anything as a bonus action.
Bonus action, healing word.
Yep.
Second wind?
I think he used that too.
Did he?
I think so.
This is why we need to use D&D Beyond.
It's very helpful.
Well, I got all my rages.
And that's gonna be a level
You
2.
done it?
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus your wisdom.
Yep. So that's 9 points of healing on myself.
Cool.
Nice.
Rick.
It's not on your head.
I'm gonna take this thing
What thing?
that's not on my head anymore. Oh. And I am going to grab it
Yeah.
from Wave,
Yep.
and I'm just gonna headbutt it.
Okay.
See how it likes it. I already rolled, so I'm gonna do it recklessly, and I'm just gonna take it and like put it on the ground and just smash my head into it twice for 11 damage each time. Bam! Bam!
It is like not, it's like, but it's still alive.
And I'm gonna punch it with a bonus action. I'm just gonna roll a natural 20 for that, and I'm gonna do 9 more points of damage with my fist.
It is barely hanging on.
Did you say like a Jake special?
Of course.
And then I'm
Who
gonna-
better? Who but Jake?
Nobody but Jake.
That's it. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Right.
Ah!
There's that one guy, right?
With 1 hit point, yeah.
That one guy with 1 hit point.
Yes.
And the 10 who are scared.
And the 10 who are scared. But
I'm gonna bonus action command Diego to finish off that last one.
Diego can make an attack at advantage because we'll call it prone.
19 on the roll
Diego
Good job,
hits.
Diego.
with his tusk.
All right. How does Diego want to kill this last non-feared dark mantle?
Diego is going to bound up. Now remember, it's bear size, alright? He's gonna bound up. First he's gonna back up,
Like a cat?
and then bound up. And using its charge attack, it is just gonna boom right through this thing that he's holding, kind of like a ball.
Alright.
It is the red flag, but the red flag does not move, and then becomes a red mist.
All right.
That's how Diego does it.
It is dead, and I will say, for the sake of this, since they are all afraid, technically they will drop fear once attacked. We'll say that with the 4 of you together plus Diego, you are able to dispatch the last remaining 10 that are afraid in the corner.
Okay.
One at a time.
Yeah, basically everybody focus fire. You have what, another minute?
Yeah, I
Or is
think
it's another however long. It was
Yeah.
only 4 rounds of combat.
Yeah.
But you're able to take your time once per turn and take them all out, basically.
Had we
Oh.
dropped, I would have gust of winded, so they'd have to make a strength save and not get pushed out, and to not get pushed back.
Nice.
That was my next move.
Okay.
That was
All
smart.
right.
That damn hurdy-gurdy.
We
Coming in
should
big.
get out.
Do we want, yeah, okay. Let's go. Right now.
Wow.
Yep. Alright.
One of the
Right
treasures
to
we
Diego.
got was we all got one potion, right? That's the thing I wrote here. And
Yep.
Yeah, the greater healing.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds
So
right.
I take.
Wait, why don't you just heal yourself with a spell? Instead of using their one-time...
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Nibbles.
Yeah.
So Nibbles,
Yeah.
how easy are these rat bear pig things to train?
Nibbles has never trained one.
But you were around when they were being trained, right? You were in the vicinity.
This is a real bad idea.
Nibbles says.
I'm talking in my mind with Nibbles, okay? Butt out.
And Nibbles, the Rat King, used potions, or continual use of potions, to train. You don't see the air quotes,
Yeah.
but you know they're implied.
I can hear them in his telepathic voice.
Yeah. So Nibbles can speak to difficulty.
Okay. What about disposition? Are they generally grouchy when they're not being potioned?
I mean, again, Nibbles would say, think of a bear,
Yeah.
and think of a rat,
Yeah.
and think of a boar.
Yeah.
All of them are relatively grouchy. So it's like 3 times the grouchiness of any one individual part. But also as skittish as a rat.
All right, that's cool. All right, let's go. We gotta.
Yeah, we gotta book it out of here.
I mean, Nibbles says, do you feel like you are you particularly keen with your animal training abilities?
No.
Perhaps
Nibbles,
this
I'm not.
may be maybe this is a test.
It's not. It's just a rat bear pig.
It's pretty nice.
But he was my favorite.
Yeah,
rat
check
bear.
it out.
Nice X.
Oh,
Nibbles
Worth it?
says maybe if you cover cheese with honey.
we're all okay. I'd say so.
I feel like that's about as best as you could get.
Yeah, you're right. All right. We'll go back.
Are you leaving? We
You're right, Rev.
we gotta kill this thing though. We can't just let it do its thing.
I know.
Let's go put it in the cage.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, but saved our lives a little.
There you
Nibbles says to
Can
you,
Nibbles-
saved his life a
A
lot.
lot.
Can Nibbles talk to the red bear pig?
Not like a.
Well, it can't talk back because it's an idiot.
Oh.
It's just
But,
too dumb.
I mean,
to,
yes.
It's too dumb to leave alive.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It just happens to yeah.
I mean, it's as dumb as any other individual animal.
Yeah.
So
Which
it's
is
not
too dumb to-
overly dumb. It's
Yeah.
it's as intelligent, I
But
should
it's-
say.
It's certainly too dumb to let get out and breed, and it's just too dangerous for that. You want to be the guy who created the next
I
owlbear?
already said get him
you're
back in
right.
the. I already told him to get back in the cage.
Cool.
I've already agreed.
Alright,
I'm upset about it.
We murdered Diego.
All right.
Alright.
You don't have to be.
I'm not in the room.
Alright.
I go back to Bertrand.
Okay. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna go knock over all those Kuatoa statues
Okay.
and dust them.
Okay.
I am not near him when he does that.
You don't feel good about it.
I don't feel good about it,
You don't.
but I gotta do it.
But you do it.
I do it. I just deciding. I thought the blood was a necessary thing, and then these guys just did it.
Yeah, no, you do what you got to do.
So now I think I don't remember that big one by the lake. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of it until
Yep.
it's not a statue anymore. Ugh. Ugh. I leave.
Okay. You guys ascend. Bertrand was there, and he's very excited to be free. He chit chats with you, small talk while you wait for the party to arrive.
I am going to let him know that he has to come with us to another place.
Okay.
So like he's free, but not like too free yet. You're
Okay.
gonna have to take a road trip with us, Bertrand.
All right. I mean, sure, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
So you guys ascend back up into the Terror Dog Tavern. And, you know, it's like business as usual. Like, everybody stops as they see you all walk in, like, bloodied and destroyed. Some of you covered in blood.
Any healers in the place?
And then, like, business goes back to normal, like, as if there was nothing weird.
I'm gonna need some beers. I'm gonna need 5 beers.
Well, Blue Flame says, like, well, you're still drinking for free.
Yeah, I know.
And he's like, alright.
Take it out.
You have no idea.
Blue Flame, we have good news for you and bad news.
Go on.
You no longer have a rat problem.
Wonderful.
But you do have a tunnel in your basement wall that leads to a cave system that was inhabited by an evil wizard who used manipulations and magics to create a monster rat army.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, we took care of that too. But yeah, still got a hole in your basement, which leads to a cave system, which leads elsewhere.
And he's like, you guys don't have... It was like, was it rocks? Could you cave it in, do you think?
I don't know enough about rocks to make that
He
call.
looks to Rick, specifically.
He's been drinking all night. You should wait for his professional expertise till the morning.
Should I? He says to Rick.
He's gonna say no.
Well, I have this armoire I could sell you.
No, you don't.
Oh. I have no opinion on this. Close the
But I'm
secret
at-
tunnel down there. Find it. I don't know how they did it. They opened up the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm asking if you can do it. That's why I was literally asking for your
Literally
opinion.
just asked that.
Yeah, I bet you could close that tunnel.
Could you? Since you have stone cunning,
I think about it.
I assume.
Presumptive.
A little bit, yes, but...
Nope, not right now. Maybe tomorrow.
We'll look at it in the
Okay.
morning.
It's empty now. There's just dead things. And old Kuatoa statues.
Yeah, that's gonna start to smell soon. We should close that
let's
off.
close it off. Okay, tomorrow morning. You guys go rest.
All right.
I gotta take a long rest.
Yeah, I think we all are,
Yes!
including Bertrand.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
guys...
keep an eye. Nibbles. Keep an eye on Bertrand. Wake me up if he does anything leaving this place.
So why are you keeping him here?
Who, Bertrand?
Yeah.
Because
Because he's a
werewolf.
werewolf. Yeah, because
Oh,
he's got
that's
infected with
Yeah.
lycanthropy. I want to make sure he gets cured before we set him out in the world.
Yeah, before the next full moon, which is what, 13, 14 days away?
Yeah.
No.
I know.
Which should be enough time for us to get him to the quartz citadel.
Yes.
That
Where
is it, the plan.
If they don't have one person who knows remove curse and they fight evil, they're doing it wrong.
Fair.
Also,
Either that or they can contain him until they can get someone who can remove him.
we should get ourselves checked out for
Wow.
curses.
No, we're good.
I'm gonna get myself checked out for curses.
I'm checking out right now. You're fine.
Can you see if I'm magically cursed?
No. No, I can't.
Make me an Arcana check.
+2. Oh! So that's a 20 on the roll, so a 25.
You don't know, maybe.
No, you're fine.
Alright.
So, you guys are able
To successfully take a long
to
rest?
successfully take a long rest.
That's gonna feel good.
So everybody gets healed up to full. Spells are returned. Abilities are returned.
Okay.
Drinks are free for Rick. And you guys get what you were promised from Blue Flame there. He promised you guys some gold in exchange for dealing with the rat problem.
How do you take a long rest in this?
He
Turn it
take-
sideways.
Oh,
And then it pops up on the top. Right next to your hit points.
or
there we go.
yeah, or if you tap the little like your face icon, you think it has options for rest.
Okay, that's great.
So you were each given, I believe the payment was 50 gold pieces a piece for dealing with this. It comps your room for the night.
Go.
Nice.
So no issues there. Yeah. So, I think at this point we're gonna take a short break now that the party has managed to survive that harrowing encounter with some rats.
I didn't think we were all gonna get out of that alive.
It felt real
It was
dicey.
close.
I thought one or two of us were gonna die.
During that long rest, I'm going to de-attune to the Titan Blade, and then attune instead to Storm Herald. And then I'm gonna see if you want the Titan Blade, and see if maybe you could use it to bind it as your magic weapon or whatever.
No.
Oh.
Thank you though.
I don't know.
You could,
Yeah.
but it would be you would use that.
My AC would drop by 3. No, thank you. And I wouldn't have. Yeah.
Yeah, but you could.
I could, but I don't want. Thank you though.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna keep the Titan Blade in the dagger.
Yeah.
Good effect.
Does Storm Herald crackle with lightning?
Do you want it to?
Occasionally.
Yeah. Then sure.
Okay.
Just on stealth checks.
Oh no. No, only when appropriate as my emotion builds.
Sure.
Like
Why
when
not?
I go into a rage.
Like you want your axe to also be a mood ring?
Yeah. A mood axe.
All right.
All right.
I love it.
Sure.
I love that idea.
You have it.
I'm happy to be a part of it.
That's how that works.
Alright, great. I like it. I'll
Okay.
try it out. I really like the Titan Blade though, so I might go back. Who knows?
Yes. And if not, you probably get a good amount of money from the Titan Blade. Especially in a place like Dethair.
Yeah.
The Titan Blade though. I want to get rid of it.
It's just an option for you, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of sentimental value to it at this point. I've had it for like 35 episodes.
It's true, but there's
really
also
hope
a
you
lot
don't
of
get rid
value to it.
I like swinging it.
Like fiscal.
You can't. You have your own thing.
Well, sometimes.
What's your morning star?
Oh, Veilguard's glue.
Yeah. And also, don't you have a shield?
It's
Yeah.
+1.
No.
No, just regular old shield.
It's a regular shield.
Regular shit.
Yeah. Should have bought a +1 shield.
Should.
Should have, yeah. I said that.
Do you like
a
using
lot.
that shield? Don't you have dueling? You don't want the Titan Blade.
You would
It's
lose out on
two-handed.
+2 damage.
No.
Yeah.
You
I
drop
meant it's
two. You drop
Oh, yeah.
2 AC.
Doesn't Veilguard blah blah also do 2d8?
Yeah.
So it would do
As long
less
as it's got a
damage.
charge.
As long as it has 1 charge left.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when I was Rick.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh!
Yes.
Sorry, we all got
All right. Cool. Let's go have some coffee.
All right,
Internet, we love you.
coffee.
Thanks for listening to our little babble there.
2 points. Internet,
Fucking
we're back.
Gatling laser.
But here's my point. Okay, ready? 2 things.
Bazooka laser?
We've already seen in the first star, in A New Hope, that you can use your force abilities to make extremely difficult shots.
No?
Luke literally curves photon torpedoes into the Death Star. Regardless of even the curving, it's proven that a Jedi can use their superhuman Jedi abilities to be super accurate with shots. Also, when you're up close to someone fighting with a beam that literally burns through their body, that is arguably 10 times more uncivilized than a very clean placed blaster bolt to the heart, which would end up being immediate painless death.
Yep.
Or the eyeball.
Regardless, much more civilized, therefore, just every Jedi should just have like a laser rifle and you could just be like, oh, there's somebody.
Ted's a sniper Jedi.
I've decided now that is a thing that I would
What if
do.
you could like crossbow your lightsaber at people?
Well, you don't have-
and then just force it back.
You'd be better.
Why is that better than a blaster?
It would be more fun.
It's a blaster with extra
It'd be
steps.
like a lightsaber harpoon.
But we've
Just
already.
yeah, why is that better than a blaster?
No, I said it would be more fun.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, but it's just
but
extra
lightsaber
steps.
blades have weight, as we've seen, even though it's light.
Yeah, but you're still forcing them around.
I'd have a blowgun.
I'm just saying.
There's Pat.
All right, so
Pat's
the next
pulling
day-
Ewok moves. We wake up.
You guys wake up, yes.
Oh, I'm really hungover.
Rick's up.
Stop.
Bertram, I wanted to wait until you had a rest for this, but you might be infected with were-rat lycanthropy.
Oh my god.
Which is why you're going to come with us to the Quartz Citadel.
Oh my god.
Where they can cure you before you have to deal with
This
the
is
shit.
horrible.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Just
I think it's pretty bad.
well, compared to everything you've been through, you've
Thank
been
you.
through the worst. This is
Have I?
yes, I just said that. You're not.
Have you transformed into a were-rat?
I've.
Do you know what it's like? Because that sounds worse.
No, but that's not gonna happen. We're gonna cure
Are you sure?
If you stop wasting
Boy,
my time
make
with
me
inane
shut up.
questions, then yes.
I mean...
Go to the cart.
Don't...
Don't freak out.
That's too late.
No. You can freak out. Just don't freak out, Spike.
Bertram!
Spike is the
dinosaur.
Triceratops that will be bringing us to the Quartz Citadel. You're allowed to freak out. Just where are we gonna freak out, Bertram?
No.
You're not like freak out in here, not out here.
Suggestion.
Easier said than done.
You need to chill.
Listen.
If you're gonna be in the cart with us, you need to chill, otherwise I will knock you out.
He's getting it. We're gonna head out. We don't really need anything.
Rick, give him a
Motherfuckers,
drink.
let's go.
He's
Loosen him
like,
up a
whoa,
little bit.
whoa.
Alright.
Who's like?
It's Blue Flame.
Okay.
We were talking about closing the tunnel.
Oh yeah, Rick. can
Because
do
you
that.
said to talk to you tomorrow.
Cedric.
It's tomorrow.
I go down to the basement.
You go down to you're in the basement.
I look at the tunnel.
You look at the tunnel.
Gotta make a stone cutting check.
Yes.
That is the thing
With
you have to do.
advantage.
And +2.
Sure.
Alright. And +2. Double 11s +2. And plus. Do I do that with expertise?
Yes, double your proficiency bonus.
Yeah. Alright, so 21.
Okay. 21. We got a thing.
There.
And the thing here. Oh wait, did we get a new one? Got a trinket here. Whoa, 19 messages. Okay, where's the trinkets at?
Can you be quieter, please?
So, because you got a trinket, and you sort of asked for it, and this is a suggestion from our Discord.
What?
Any weapon you wield in combat rages with you,
Ooh.
making growling noises and more.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
That'd be the sound of thunder.
Excellent.
Sure.
Yeah.
Excellent suggestion, Internet.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you for the suggestion,
That's
Ash.
fun.
That's great as
That's
always.
great.
I should have known it was Ash. Got good ideas.
All right. So
Pretty
what do
much
I do?
consistently.
What do I come up with?
You feel like you can find like there are some boulders kind of where this cave happened that you could roll up, but you figure with like enough, seeing where the layout of the building is, you feel like you could probably hit, like basically strike the ceiling in some spots to cause some cave in, and then kind of roll it back. Because you don't want to do it directly where the cave is, because that would be undermining the foundation of the building itself.
Right. So further in.
Yeah, a little bit further in. Because then, I mean, if you cave it down, even if you cave it down further inside, what does it matter? It's just like a underground.
Anywhere it just needs to get blocked somewhere along the path.
Yeah, basically. I mean, if you do, he kind of has like a weird like underground
So I'll grab
storage
those. I'll grab
extension.
those boulders and pull them up to the spot where I think I can collapse the cave,
Okay.
and then I'll collapse the cave above.
Okay.
Not my own head, but in front of me.
Sure. Go ahead and just make me just an athletics check.
All right. Yep. 22.
Okay. Yeah. So it takes you.
I like that.
There's a handful of those guys
I like that.
for every die type.
They're cute.
You ever watch The Page Master?
Yes!
Wow, creepy.
They look like the books on The Page Master.
They do. I'm sorry.
So you take takes you about a half hour of loud banging on the roof, but you are able to strike it and bring it down.
Blue Flame, I also would recommend some kind of securing there, either some kind of cement or maybe a gate or grate above the hole, or in front of the hole, in case rats dig through the,
was like, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
I was thinking since it was taking Rick so long to cave in the ceiling, I was gonna use Veilguard's Glory and use a charge, the Thunder Wave, because doesn't that do double to constructs?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
out, you can.
Yeah.
They're probably finishing up down there.
Sorry, bud.
You just like have this yelling from downstairs,
Probably almost done. Yeah.
and he's like, "All right."
Surprisingly enough, that's the sound of progress for them.
And he's like, "As long as it gets done, I really don't care."
It does eventually.
I'm just using my adamantine armor to do this because it's gonna hold up better than anything
How'd
else.
you do on the damage?
4 thunder damage.
Ooh, that's almost as bad as me. That's actually a little worse than me.
It
It's the right spot though. Just cracks.
It hits and it you feel like it cracks, but you don't actually see it. And then Rick, you go up and hit something nearby, and like a whole bunch collapses down, and it looks like from the external point of view that you just basically hit it and the whole thing collapsed.
Right.
You'll never know that's because you weakened it with the thunder. It just looks like you're like, and like nothing happens, and then Rick is just like,
Yeah, I'll never know.
So loud.
yeah, it's rough.
Are we done now, though?
It looks like you feel like
This is impassable.
this is, yeah.
Could like a never mind. For the internet, never mind. Spoilers. Almost went to spoilers, but then I decided not to.
Cool.
Fair. I know exactly where you're going, I'm sure.
Shall we?
I need a beer to go.
And he's like, well, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Blue Thing, it was a pleasure, and we will highly recommend your establishment to everyone we come across.
And he's like, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're driving. I go sit in the cart.
Yeah.
Create some water, fill our barrels and theirs
True.
on behalf of the Veilguard.
He appreciates that. He takes note of that as well.
Is Uglug outside?
Yes.
Oh, Uglug!
And he waves. And
Oh, I
kinda-
like your tattoo!
and he looks at it. And he's, what was it again? I forgot. It was books. That's what it was. It was books.
Loves books.
It's like a spell book.
Oh, I had a
type
whole
book.
idea of what I was going to do for it. I forgot.
Yeah, well, tell us now.
Well, I don't remember at this point. It was 2 games. It was, what, 2 or 3 games ago?
It was
Last game.
It was something...
It was last game.
What last game was we? What do you?
I think it was like the top of your spell
It was
book.
something like this.
Yeah, it was a spell book.
Yeah. And then you
There
were doing a
was-
compass on the other guy.
Yeah. But he went away. He made him go away before I could do that one.
What's up? You look like you're
Sorry,
gonna
continue.
say a thing.
I was gonna say, Bertram, want any tattoos on her? She's surprisingly good.
Did you get one? You got one too, right? On that little.
Well,
kid.
she started it. I don't think she colored it in yet. You did the outline.
I don't know. I was doing it while we were on the road, I thought.
Yeah. So you've done the outline.
Sure.
And the shading, but not the coloring.
Yeah. If you want coloring. No,
I
just
do.
black and white.
I
Okay.
want white
Sleeping on the road.
because I'm purple. So I'm
Ah!
you were excited to be able to use your white ink, so I want white and then gold. Or yellow.
Okay.
I want to practice surfing on top. As we're going
Moto
on the road.
surf!
Yeah.
Does anyone watch Surf Ninjas?
That's been a long.
Ah!
All right, so
Have you seen Surf Ninjas?
What?
It was a kids movie when Ted and I were kids. So
it was a really like.
They were in
It was
jeeps.
so good.
They were in jeeps, right? And they got on top of it and they were acting like they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just doing.
All right. Oh, well, I didn't know if you were just intuiting or you were
Do
playing.
you
the movie.
how much of it do you remember?
All of it, because I think I rewatched it like 7 years ago as an adult.
Like the Game Boy.
Yeah, he had a Game Gear.
It was a Game
and he
Gear,
could
that's
make
what I-
things happen.
So
He was a
weird.
prophet.
Whoa.
Weird
Yeah.
I
concept.
very vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
Rob Snyder plays the
Yeah.
comic relief
Yeah.
in a children's action movie.
Roll me a d20.
Great movie.
He does that sometimes.
He does. But he was a kid in the movie. He was like a high school kid.
So you guys basically are just all hitched up. You guys are inside the coach, I assume, and you're driving.
I'm driving. Where is Bertram?
Where do you? He's outside and he's like in a fetal position under. the
Oh
door.
no, I just meant like, is he in
Oh.
there or is he on top of me?
I
Is
think.
there enough room in there for him?
There's room for 4.
Yeah, so there should be room enough.
All right. Before he gets in, I'll tell you guys. I told him he might become a rare were-rat, and he's handling it poorly. So, if he has any feelings, deal with that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You do that.
Alright.
Where are you sitting? Are you sitting up front with him,
No.
Rick?
in
Or is
his-
he the
No,
same?
I'm
He's in his
over.
dethroned.
I'm gonna sit up with you then.
Alright.
Alright, so I'll go down with Bertram.
Yeah. If he has any
Try and
feelings,
comfort him.
you're on.
Okay. Comfort Bertram.
Hey man,
Hey, man.
I'm really sorry that you're going through this right now. But
Yeah, it's.
we're on our way to get help, and I have a good feeling about this.
So can't you just help me?
I mean, I could try. I don't know how exactly. Maybe I could try and think of an alchemist potion I could make that could fight lycanthropy.
Yeah, lycanthropy.
Yeah, lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
He's like, oh man, could you do that? I'm really scared.
Yeah, absolutely. I can give it a try.
Sure, make me a alchemist tools
Add
check.
advantage, thanks to the awesome tools.
Yeah.
Alchemist. Is
So it would be, we'll call it your intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
Alright. So that is 25.
Okay. So you would know, I'll say that there is, sure, why not? We'll make a wolfsbane potion be a thing. Sure, so you could do that and that will stave off the effects as long as it's taken continually.
Mm-hmm.
That will be a thing that will kind of, it sort of basically extends the time frame, sort of like a way gentle repose will work with,
Bodies.
yeah, with keeping a body alive. Like it just continually perpetuates until, so like it, like normally in 13 days on the full moon he would change, and as long as he continues to take this, it will go.
It'll
It will-
stave it off.
It'll stave it off. You would also know that the if you were, but you have to take the time to cultivate that and figure out how to do that. Find some and then take the time to brew the potion, which you don't. You know that it exists and you know that it's a thing, but you've never actually made one yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You would also know that you have this black lotus flower that you managed to cultivate, and seeing as that is such like a catalyst in, again, so many things in theory and talked about it in potion and alchemical crafting, that you think that were you to use about half of it, if you have one flower, if you use about half of it, you could probably whip up something that may even work to cure it, like soonish. Like take maybe an hour, you could probably make that happen with a good enough roll.
In the advanced alchemist kit, would there be something like a little book or anything that would tell me about the herbs and stuff of the region, or
Sure, why not?
could
Yeah.
look up what is in the actual alchemist kit and
Yeah, alright, sure. Hello, why not? So yeah, you can, you know, it kind of gives you like a general idea of nothing specific to like, we're not talking like ground level, but like general, so there's regions, right, of the continent, right? You've got like the northern frontier is sort of Bricken's homestead, and up that way, basically all the way down to Gouger. Like that's all kind of on the left side of the Wyvern Peaks, that's all the northern frontier. You have the Boldlands are its own place. The Frost Heave is sort of that icy area to the north, where Felliston is, and in between the two mountain ranges in there. We got the western, the southern. Let me make sure I'm saying my own things. The Bavander Forest is its own section. You've got the Western Heartlands, which is Southern Heartlands. I don't remember what I called it, but basically kind of down where you are, basically to the river, from Westwick over to the river. The Eastern Plains is sort of the area all the way north to kind of the Knollwood, and then the Dreadmoors are the spot over on the right. So it'll give you a little bit of idea of what you can find in each of those regions, but those are fairly broad regions with a lot of different landscapes in there. So, what are you looking for in your kit? Here, anything specific?
just for a booklet of maybe, since the city is not too far away, of the local area.
Okay, so just what herbs and what kind of things can be found in the region you are currently in?
Yeah.
Okay, so it will tell you that kind of where you are right now are a lot of the ingredients that go into making regular healing potions, base or greater healing potions, things like antitoxin. There are also things along the lines of, like, say, alchemist's fire. Some of the ingredients that can be used to make alchemist's fire. Let's see. What else? One sec. Let's pull that here.
Oh.
Anything for the lycanthropy potion?
I've got it open to the kit page if you want to look at Alchemist Kit.
Yeah, I'm kind of just as all in my brain at the moment.
Cool.
So it does not look like in the current area that you're in, things listed for Wolfsbane.
Alright.
Oh. There's also some things referencing ingredients for potion of vitality. And a potion of water breathing. And again, a lot of the base, just kind of base in ingredients for a lot of other potions. Like, there's sort of, it's not the same with every potion, but a lot of them have base ingredients. You know, like, this is sort of the base, and then you add in the certain other specific ingredients to take it from one to another. So you realize that there is probably enough to make a base potion here, and then with some small tweaking, you could realistically use some of this Black Lotus to, you know, create essentially almost whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Like, it's very powerful. You're not. It's only been talked about kind of in sort of in legend, and you have one.
Two.
You used one to get through the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what it could be used for, you don't know, but you may be able to solve if you wanted.
Yeah.
Probably with at least half. Maybe less if you rolled really high. You might be able to cure this right now.
Sure.
Or within an hour of taking the time to actually craft it.
Well, we're heading to the quartz citadel anyway, right? So.
How far away are we?
You said a week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
so
says
8 days.
And the full moon was how far off?
13 days off. So.
Oh, we can make it then.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
And if you
I'll
only
save
need
the
an hour,
rules.
just in case, yeah, and then that'll be our just in case.
It's a great idea. Let's keep going.
All right. Oh, I feel better now.
Oh, good.
Do they still have webbed hands? Cool.
Dark vision, swim speed.
Webbed fingers.
Cool. Whatever, man.
I'm not a fan, personally.
Yeah, I assumed. I'm not either.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Didn't do it.
The dark vision was great in that
I was
fight.
gonna say the dark vision has been delightful.
I got like a little water fans going on here.
Nah,
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna
Nice.
get rid of it.
With the webbers.
I love that.
Well, you can't cross your fingers, really. 'Cause of the
You
webs.
can, it feels like,
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it.
I just don't know how I feel about the webbed bit. Everything else about it I like.
I mean, you can swim faster than him.
I can swim faster than
Snip.
him, and I enjoy that.
Snip, snip, snip.
It grows back.
It grows back immediately?
Like when you stop paying attention to it, yeah. You're just like,
It's a gift from a god, man. It's not gonna go away that easy.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna try and get away with it. Get away from it
Take
more
your time.
difficultly then.
I'll be here
Yeah, we got a week.
when you get it out.
Yep.
Cool. Good luck.
okay. So you guys set out on the road, and for the better part of the day, you've done a pretty good job of talking Bertram down from a ledge. The fact that he knows you guys are going to get it healed, he's a fan of that, and the fact that you have a backup plan in case things go south, he also feels good about that. Because, you say it's going to take about 8 days to get there. It's supposed to be in 13 days. But, like,
Kinda
what
tight.
happens if you run into issues on the road?
There's no way there'll be like a flood, right? Washes out the road, and we won't be able to get there. That won't happen.
Good thing I can swim.
It's true.
I can swim too.
Swim through the flood.
Wow. Good. There's a good array of rolls.
Too bad you wasted on that.
That's okay. 15, 15, 16, 16, 18.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I did roll a 69.
Yeah.
Now, wait.
Roll for eyes. 8. 17.
So, on a percentile, I don't want to do it. But on a percentile, I rolled a 69. And then I rolled a 4 on a d4 and a 20 on a natural 20.
Oh, no.
So, like, that is the paddest roll of I can ever do. 69, 420.
Yeah.
So, like, there might be a flood.
I'm not going anywhere.
Of ideas, man. Of ideas.
It's safe, Pat. I love it.
Yeah, sure, Pat. Why not?
Just notion of knowledge here.
Alright, you got the inspiration. You don't have to keep going.
So, cool.
Okay. So, the better part of this day goes by, and it comes to the evening. What's the plan?
I'll take third watch.
How does the dinosaur need to rest?
Spike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, how often does Spike need to rest?
He's a big boy who's been carrying us all day. Probably the whole
No.
night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
So
and
let's
you
make
guys, and it's part of kind of been the process that we've kind of established thus far that every 8 days you just take a day to let him, like, so
Gotcha.
you take a day to let him rest
That was
completely.
yesterday.
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha.
Take a day to let him rest completely, and then you continue on again. Because even though he does rest at night,
Yeah.
it's still
Still
back
alive.
in
Oh, yeah,
pulling all
sure,
of you.
yeah.
So,
Normal watch order? Make camp?
Yeah.
You guys can see in the dark now.
That's true.
I can see in the dark even better.
yeah, 120 feet. It's crazy.
It's
Wow.
I'm gonna work on your tattoo while we're sitting around the campfire.
Cool.
So sidebar.
I'm gonna cook dinner.
I saw this TED Talks video, and it was about dinosaurs. And it was about how this guy was cutting open dinosaur bones, and he was showing that different species of dinosaurs were actually just like juveniles of this certain type of dinosaur growing up. So I just want to know how that played into our campaign. Are the little dinosaurs just the juvenile dinosaurs, or are there multiple different species?
2 dinosaurs evolve.
Are you talking
Did you
about,
know?
like...
Yeah, kind of.
You're talking... No, I think what he's talking about is when people classified things like certain, like a Triceratops or a T-Rex, or more in the typical kind of theropod, long neck type dinosaurs, where you're seeing what they think is like this. They believe is one dinosaur, and the older version of like what they consider to be a whole new species is just a younger version of that dinosaur. So when they got the bones at 2 different time periods, they thought it was 2 different dinosaurs, but it was really just the same one at a different age span.
That makes
so like things are different, horns are different growth, frills are different sizes.
So is there more variety, or is there
They're
in that they're different species still, or
so
or
it's
do they grow up?
no, it's in the way I picked things out as far as different dinosaurs to choose in this faction was wholly different species, right? So I know exactly what you're talking about because I didn't watch that video, but
I just know that dinosaurs are a big part of the area, so I was really interested.
Correct. Yeah. No. So there are a lot of different species here. Not so much in the way that you're seeing like juvenile ones or larger ones. I particularly picked ones that were unique. Also, in a lot of cases, ones that had stat blocks as well, because it makes it a little bit easier on my end. But I have some things like I just basically made a Styracosaurus, a Triceratops, but with more armor and like more damage on the gore and things like that, because it's just a bigger version of that. Actually, it's not even really a bigger version; it's just a spikier version.
Little wreck.
Little wreck.
That's right.
So, yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of things, right? Like the Dilophosaurus that we see in Jurassic Park, for example, is a juvenile. They typically grow about twice that size, is like a full-size one. There's actually plans to have one in the beginning of Jurassic World 2. Was supposed to be, the opening scene wasn't supposed to be a T-Rex. That's why you hear the hooting of the Dilophosaurus in the beginning of the second one. They're going to have a full-size, full-grown Dilophosaur, but they didn't end up doing that, which is a disappointment. Everybody loves the Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway, I digress.
I cook dinner. It's stir fry.
All right. Anybody have anything specific? You're working on a tattoo.
Yep.
Continuing the work from previously. Make me a tattooing check. Dexterity. Yep, because you're advanced tools. So dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Like on top of it for expertise, or like if it's
No,
already
it's dexterity plus
Okay.
proficiency bonus because you're proficient plus whatever you roll.
22.
Okay, yeah. The work, it's going well. He's a good, what's the word I want to say? Customer. Canvas too, as well. Purple's a nice color. You can do a lot of interesting shading with purple skin. As again, the white ink has relevance here. And yeah, you remind me exactly what the design was.
It's the symbol of Kellenport.
Oh, okay.
Skeleton
Okay.
hand.
Skeleton
So I'm
hand
gonna
holding
say
scales.
you're taking your time with this. So I'll say one more really good session and you'll be close to done. I mean, you're taking. How much time are you taking tonight to work on it? An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? It's dinner time right now, so we'll call it like 6 o'clock.
2 hours?
Okay. So you worked on it how long the last time? You remember about the same?
Probably. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if we've actually timed it out or talked about it.
So we'll call it like 2 more sessions. 2 more good rolled sessions we'll consider it to be done. And you want it in full color or you want it? Okay. You're cooking. Bertrand's just kind of like coping. He's kind of like
hot meal.
and he eats it, but he's kind of like in autopilot mode, you know, just like thinking about life.
Let's see how good my cooking was tonight.
Pretty
It
good.
was good. It was good
It's an
cooking.
advantage, right?
Yes, because I have my
Master Chef's
nope, same 15
Okay.
on the roll, which is
So I got another crazy idea. So
Lay
I
it on
was
me.
thinking about the egg that I got,
That's a first.
the frost salamander, and I was thinking about the tattoos, and I was thinking maybe when the time is right and I hatch this egg, because I'm hoping right now it's just dormant. I'm able to keep it cold enough so that it's okay.
You're just basically sustaining it,
Yeah.
kind of like the Wolfsbane potion idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so I'm thinking maybe when it hatches, I'd like to get a tattoo of it, so maybe I can have it as a fine steed or something like that. So I didn't know if I needed to take steps to roll to see if I know things to be able to even try that.
it's a cool
Or-
idea.
You're not.
Character.
You've never heard of that happening,
Right.
but you've seen how Brina has the tattoo with Ted Cooper, so maybe
I was gonna say, I
wouldn't
think
know
it's
how I'd go
similar.
about it.
it's a similar concept. So it's possible.
Gotta
Who
find a better
designed my
tattoo
tattoo
artist.
for
Yeah.
Ted Cooper in story? Like, did I design it and have one like a more masterful tattoo artist do it? And
Yeah, I think that's
imbibe it
what
with
we had said.
like I had the idea and they did it for me.
I think it was the guy who taught you, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Ah.
I might have it written down.
So I definitely asked Brina about it too.
I
Yeah.
don't say like it was done, you know, for Ted
Chat.
Cooper, but
Oh wow, the egg.
but Ted
Legit
Cooper
think I'm not cursed.
kind of just came out of nowhere. So I
Legitimately
don't know how
think
it
I'm
worked
not
with a
cursed,
normal
yes.
creature.
At
Um,
no point did I see
But
anything that
if we
made
ever
me
go back to the
believe
Abbey,
you got cursed.
definitely
Were you
talk
bitten
about it.
by?
There's definitely potential for it.
I put
Some
my
of
blood
the kinks
in the
and the
bowl.
technicalities of it might need to be worked out a little
Oh.
bit more. But
I thought I
it's
needed
an
to
idea.
do that for the flowers.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about lycanthropy specifically.
No. I mean,
Oh, you definitely don't have lycanthropy.
yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. I wasn't bitten at all by the rats.
No.
I'm worried about the blood.
Oh, yeah, that's something that you should ask someone.
What blood?
Who? The one you all sacrificed to a weird fish god so you could have fish powers?
All right, first off, I didn't want fish powers. I thought I was doing a solid for the team.
Yeah, which I appreciate, because I wouldn't even do it.
And it seemed like at the time we needed to.
It did.
Then you guys just went ahead and did
I
it.
fully,
Well,
I get what you're
understand
saying.
that.
I think that's something that you should ask once we get to the court citadel.
Alright.
Maybe try and find a
Agreed.
cleric
Cool.
or something. Yeah, sorry. When I was,
No. I'm not worried about the were rat.
yeah,
thing.
I thought you were specifically referencing that, which is why I was so confidently saying like you're fine.
Oh no. Did the other side.
No, yeah, yeah. You should ask
So
him
maybe.
smarter than me.
Okay,
Maybe
cool.
hard, maybe.
All right.
Hard.
Because
It's weird. It's
I know.
off-putting.
It's
to
weird.
look at. Honestly, doesn't weird me out as much with the blue. It almost seems like it would fit.
What about me, my Fu Manchu?
That's weird. It's weird. Everything about you is weird.
You just get weirder.
As we go.
So,
But so when Brina's done with my tattoo, we'd like to go over to Very Sad Bertrand.
yes.
Are there sticks about?
Sure.
Are there? I'm gonna grab 2 sticks and say, "You want to be an adventurer, right?
Yeah.
Let's start." And
Okay.
I'm gonna try and teach him a little swordplay.
Okay. Make
Very
me,
basic stuff.
I'm getting guidance.
Plus 4.
Ooh,
Make,
you want, I'll teach you hand-to-hand combat.
Let me do one thing. Just let me have my thing.
make
Alright,
me
You're
a.
not even done punching your marble.
just saying.
Call it a
punch your
charisma.
The sword isn't his thing.
Charisma athletics check.
That. Oh,
Plus 4.
I am going to use
Try.
what I'm going to call my relic. I have 1 luck left over
Oh, yeah.
from way back when. I'm going to use that now. The last of the lucks.
I got.
That's 10 better. So a charisma
Plus.
athletics, which I don't think I have proficiency in. I'm just don't.
Yeah.
Plus guidance 4.
That's true.
No athletics. So 11, 4, and my proficiency bonus. No, no, my
5.
proficiency bonus.
Okay, 'cause you're not proficient.
Just your charisma.
So yeah, 50,
Okay.
20.
20,
20.
20 at 1, 2.
Yes. I got you.
Thanks.
All right, yeah. You're training him, and he's, it's pretty pathetic. He doesn't
Yeah.
ever really held the sword before.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not weak per se. He's just unskilled in the art of combat.
This is Rev's attempt to cheer him up.
Okay.
He's feeling sad. Teach him how to protect himself.
Yeah. So how long do you guys spend training?
Well, an hour. It's his first day.
Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of
You kick
hitting him on
his
the
ass.
butt,
Yeah.
and knocking him down, and him falling over, and kind of whoop. And he's just
Knocking his sword out of his hand and
yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah, the typical cliche stuff.
All right.
And by the end of the hour, he's doing an okay job at not losing his stick every time you hit it.
All right.
Not every time.
Yeah.
But a handful.
No.
So
You're getting better. Tomorrow we'll do it for 2 hours.
then he's excited. It's giving him a reason or something to do. So, you guys sleep through the night. You wake up the next day.
Woo.
Long rest. Anything? Setting out first thing?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try and get there quickly as possible for Bertrand.
Just have some oatmeal for breakfast.
Okay.
We're
Nibbles.
training Bertram? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Alright, I kick Bertram out of the cart. You gotta walk till lunch.
What? Oh,
It's okay, I'll go with you.
okay.
What?
Gotta toughen him up.
What?
So now you're
Exercise.
slowing down the speed of the
Yeah,
cart.
no.
No, he should be able to walk as fast as the cart is getting pulled.
No, it's getting pulled at 60. Because that's the speed of a Triceratops.
Yeah.
So you're
Ah.
cutting yourself to half speed.
No,
Look.
never
I'm
mind.
going to message Rick and be like,
I don't do
Jog it
that.
out.
I'm going to message Rick and just be like, I don't actually care if he gets better at fighting. I'm just trying to take his mind off of the fact that he might be dying.
Then I don't push him
Okay.
off the cart.
Well,
I'm still gonna run along.
Okay, that's fine.
I gotta keep up with my training.
That's fair. Okay.
That's
okay,
it.
let's go.
We go for the day.
Okay. Jake, roll 80-20.
9.
Okay. Better part of this day goes by.
I will ask Nibbles if he wants me to provide food for him or if he just fends for himself. Like, which does he?
Nibbles says Nibbles would not be opposed, but Nibbles can find Nibbles' own food if need be.
Okay.
So,
What?
I forgot about the rest of my menagerie. So I have a songbird that just flutters around me. I have Gaspard, who will narrate my dreams. I have a fire-breathing little mini Drake
Yeah.
named Lord Byron, and Nibbles.
And nibbles.
Yeah.
You gotta feed them all.
I do.
They're almost like a whole
well, the
other
songbird's
person's
clockwork,
worth of.
I think.
I think you're right.
So the songbird.
But I do have to
wind
feed
it or
Gaspard.
something.
I don't know how to feed him. Was he
Gaspard?
insects?
Gaspard?
Yeah.
He can hang out with my salamander, dude. Thank
I
you,
think
Lex.
insects.
We sleep
I'm
inside
not
of the carriage.
catching insects.
That's your call.
He'll do it.
Well, I had an idea.
Okay.
I was gonna
Full of
look
them tonight. Flood of
About the
information. Flood of ideas.
There we go.
Whoa.
Bringing it
at
around.
ocean of information.
What do you got?
So I was gonna see if I can look in the book that I have about how to raise a frost salamander, and I was gonna see if I can create the conditions to hatch it on the inside of the carriage, if it was a good enough insulation, or if I could create some sort of insulation, or create an environment to hatch it.
So, in your book, as I've stated in the past, you have read this thing cover to cover. It is permanently ingrained, everything within this book. There's no more information to be gleaned from it.
Sometimes I forget.
You shouldn't, because you can't,
That's
because
right.
you've read it so many times.
That's right.
Like, literally,
You're
all
100%.
100 all the time. You can make me an animal handling check. So, in its current state, your cart has okay insulation. You didn't really get it built for that. You got it built basically just for transport. Like it provides protection from the elements. It'll keep a roof over your head, to keep snow or rain off. You didn't really prepare it, especially down here. You weren't too worried about like the cold winter snow, although you are getting closer and closer to kind of the winter months. We are approaching, in the next, 10 to 15 days, we should be kind of making the transition from fall into winter. But that being said, you could, if you wanted to, try to take efforts to try and seal things off to make it more insulated, to maybe seal the seams around the doors and better seal around the windows and that kind of stuff to make it more insulated, if that's a thing you would like to do.
So then I'm gonna talk to the party about it. A little powwow about what y'all think.
Over dinner, we'll say.
Yeah, a little talk.
How many days would you need the conditions to be right?
Three.
3 days.
We'd have everybody sit on top. I think you should.
How long are we going to be at the Citadel for? Could you do it when we're there?
Well, hopefully
I think you should wait
till after our sea
after-
voyage.
until after Osler,
Mm.
because
Like the tat.
it will be a tiny creature
Mhm.
if it's in that egg.
Yeah.
So you might want to wait until we're not headed towards
Mortal
big
Imminent danger.
It's good.
Give it some time to grow and develop
Sure.
before combat.
Doesn't that look a lot like Tad Cooper?
No, that's an axe beak.
No, that looks a lot like Tad Cooper in my head.
That looks a lot like how.
He has arms.
Yeah, no, I know. This has arms. It's got wings too.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't see the claws.
Because he's an ugly bird.
He is an ugly bird.
No. Yes, he is a bird. He has velociraptor stats. You always described him as an ugly bird. The ugliest little bird.
Aw,
Yeah.
he's still a velociraptor.
It's the ugliest velociraptor.
Just with some feathers. He's like the weird in between stage of dinosaur to bird in the evolution process.
All the ferocity of a chicken. And the killing instinct of the dinosaur.
So, I will say, from your knowledge of reading this book cover to cover so many times, you know that it, when hatched, it will mature from like a hatchling stage to a frost snake in a relatively short period of time. But it's about 1 full year before it will reach like,
Adult size.
yeah, at least that long before it'll be an adult.
Alright, so waiting.
But it will be, in a somewhat sustainable state shortly after hatching. It'll kind of grow beyond its kind of like baby phase to the point where it will be have some defenses, like some capability to defend itself.
So kind of like when I first got Ferdinand.
Sort of, but
And then he got a little bit better a little after that.
And then a while.
And then it
after
was
that.
a while after that before he got wings and could no longer say his own name.
but not nearly the same though.
Not yeah, but similar.
Like
Like a similar process, just very different.
sort of, but not that we're like.
Similar.
What
protocol.
I'm talking about would be more like
More natural.
a pre-Charmander stage,
Oh. So
like a baby,
Baby.
to then like a sustainable creature with like
Like a
actual
Pichu.
stat block.
actual stats. Okay. Okay.
And then a year later would be like the stats that exist in Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Gotcha.
Um,
Makes sense.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
'Cause I'm assuming, because there's no real information on it, that
You got that on hand, by the way?
what?
Volo's Guide to Monsters?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give it to you now because you're gonna want to look up what it does, and that's silly. I'm gonna give you that.
True.
I mean, you could have been looking it up for the past year.
You're right.
49 episodes.
I've had this egg for a long
He hasn't had
time.
it for 49 episodes.
No.
When did he get the egg?
Probably
right before
over
the end of
49,
Right before,
yeah.
right before Brina showed up.
Yeah.
He's
back-
got the fucking book right there.
No, I don't.
So we keep going.
Cool. I wonder if it's in that book or in Mordecai's Tome of Foes.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, so you guys keep going. This night, are you spending make me another check.
For the tattoo?
Yes, please.
Alright.
17.
Okay. Pretty good. Not as good as
burgers.
previously.
burgers.
Mordecai's Tome of Foes. Pat.
Wrong one, Pat.
Pat. It's right here. I'm Mordecai's Tome of Foes, not a Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Ready? Ready?
No.
Dino burgers.
Natural 20.
At advantage.
Add- So,
But they're still delicious.
with guidance.
Yeah.
3. So 28.
Woo!
Oh man, I saute up some mushrooms. I put Swiss cheese on these burgers.
Where
I
does Swiss
cut
cheese
up-
come from?
Where did we get
You don't know, but
I
it's
have
there.
I've had cheese.
It's more like a Lindbergher
He
now,
just,
but
he just takes
No, I
the
got it from
cheese
the
and just
Pterodon
sticks the
Tavern.
spikes
Oh,
in
We
the
just
I
hung
see.
over and didn't talk about it.
sure.
I have a 28. Let me have this. No. I cut up some potatoes. Fry them in a little bit of oil.
It's not actually Swiss cheese.
Throw my salt and pepper on it.
Yeah.
All right, and then I take just a pinch of the super spicy dragon glass jar spice
Yes.
and put that on just a tiny bit on those fries.
Wait, isn't that the stuff that makes it
Super
unbearably
hot.
hot no matter how little you put on it?
No.
Yes, but only not for Rick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just the right amount.
On the fries, not the burger.
Yeah,
Cool.
Just on my fries.
Oh, okay.
And then I got.
I was about to say.
And then everybody's got like this big old thick burger. It's got a potato pancake,
Ooh,
and it's like some sort of delicious bun that I char a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we're living a Game
You
of Thrones
fat
book right
beans.
now.
Yeah. Here you go, Bertram.
He'll take it. He's
Good luck with your training.
Cedric, this is the best burger I've ever had. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Oh
welcome.
fuck! I took Kyle's fucking D6. Whoops, or D8. The one of the bards, the bard in my game gave me bardic inspiration on my last roll, and I rolled a natural 20, so I never used it.
Ah,
Just
there
came
it
home-
is.
It just came home with me though.
I do that sometimes.
Yes, we know.
We know.
All right, and then I'll when I'm done with my
Here, Jake.
tattoo and my burger, I'm gonna help.
Go ahead and roll that.
Ooh.
I'm gonna train Bertram a little more.
19.
Everybody gets 19 temporary hit points from
Woo!
this amazing burger.
Wow.
From what?
The amazing burger.
19 temporary hit points.
That's a lot
Man,
of temporary hit points.
That's more than double the normal amount of temporary hit
Fuck
points.
you,
I have.
Howard Kill.
Yeah, technically. Okay. So make me a charisma athletics check.
Can I get a little dose?
4.
Same exact roll from yesterday.
Wow.
The
Solid
process
20.
continues.
Yep.
Looking good, kid.
He's looking significantly better than yesterday.
Looking good, kid.
He's starting to pick it up. The extra hour seems to help. Feels like he's doing okay.
Good.
This is the
Keep
best
up the
day
good
of
work.
Bertram's life.
Yeah. I mean, that was the best burger of his life.
Yeah.
He arguably got 19 times the amount of sustainability that he had previously from eating a
Never
sandwich.
been better.
Sandwiches.
Like, imagine how healthy you feel in this current moment in real life. And then imagine you are 19 times as hardy.
I can't. Either.
I know you can't. That's what I'm saying.
That's how he's feeling.
That is how he's feeling right now.
Good for
He's
him.
on top of the world.
And it was from an amazing food. He's learning to become an adventurer. He's a pretty good job of forgetting the fact that he may turn into a voracious killing machine in, but 12 days' time.
I will, after the second day and his significant improvement, I'm going to ask him. So, we're coming to a crossroads now, Bertram. You seem to have the fundamentals. What fighting style jumps out to you?
One-handed, two-handed.
It's like, well, I've only tried stick-handed.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, all
We
right.
should try some other things. What else? What can we do?
You do a stick in both hands. You do a stick in a shield.
I have a
You can do a
quarterstaff.
big ass stick.
Okay. And he's like, I don't know. We should try it all. We've got time, right?
We do.
Little stick?
Tomorrow.
You do a
Tomorrow?
shitty stick?
You borrow your shield?
Does anybody have a bow and arrow?
No.
No.
They can't do
Why?
a shooting stick.
Yeah.
I have a quarterstaff.
It's not a
Tomorrow.
bow and arrow.
We could make a bow and arrow.
No,
we can't.
We could try.
No,
No.
we're not gonna.
It'd be
That-
crappy,
why?
but
Why?
we could try.
Why?
Why
What
don't
is
you
the
do that
benefit?
tomorrow while you're
Because
riding?
then you can,
Who?
you
What?
can try
Why?
it out and see if he likes.
He could do that when
On his own time.
Yeah.
Later.
I'm trying to.
Alright.
Veto it
Let's
hard.
not. Let's not try and teach him everything.
I'm gonna make him a shield. I'm gonna take a stick. I'm gonna take a bunch of water. I'm gonna freeze it around the stick, so that the shield is cold. So he has to fight against the cold. He has to resist against the cold and build up his defense.
tomorrow. Right?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow because he
Right.
trained already today.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
that's fine.
start that
We don't
tomorrow.
want to tire
So we'll do that tomorrow. Move on
Punch
from that.
this rock.
And he's like,
Don't.
Why? Where was my training? It worked well for me.
Yeah.
it's
Again.
still working.
Again, to all of you, let's try and train him at
Yeah,
one
tomorrow,
thing at a
tomorrow.
time.
All right.
Not
Bertram,
everything.
Go to bed.
he goes to bed happy.
All right. Everybody take your watches.
Anything happening?
You didn't even finish your rock. So don't
What do you
tell
mean I
him.
didn't
You didn't
finish my
finish
rock?
punching your rock. It's still unformed. All right?
It's more
I beat the
formed.
shit out of some rocks. Okay.
It's more formed than it used to be.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, I could break the shit out of your rock.
Please don't.
Nipples, they often fight about who's better at punching rocks. This is something you're gonna hear if you travel with us.
Yeah, but Rick's better at it.
Nibbles is confused as to why this is even a competition.
I mumbled to myself.
Reverence is
Punch my
also
marble.
confused as to why this is a competition. Also, Nibbles, instead of saying your name whenever you refer to yourself, you just say I.
Nibbles is unsure of this.
No, I promise everyone would know what you're talking about if you said, I am unsure of this. They'll know that you're talking about Nibbles.
Well, if Nibbles says this, will you understand what Nibbles is saying? Because I'm only talking to you! Whoa. Nibbles.
You were smart. He picked you right up.
Yeah, he did.
He's wicked smart.
The
That's what I'm trying to help.
that Brother Drander has.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we haven't been doing that.
Good
No,
call.
it's only been one day. So,
No, 2 days.
2 days. So go ahead, roll me d12.
Yeah. Good call, Pat.
4. I'm looking for things to give to our new friend here.
I don't think we should give him anything. He's brand new at this.
Well, I mean, just like little things.
You guys see how I decorated my cap for graduation?
No, I didn't.
I put it on Instagram.
You'll have to show me.
I will.
I'm excited.
thought I did, but no.
I wasn't gonna do it, and then one of the girls in my cohort was like,
Come on.
"You should make a character sheet," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm doing
Oh, that's smart.
that." It was the Sean Doherty character sheet,
Alright,
level
one
1
more.
SLP.
Yeah.
Nice.
8.
Okay, so that was another. That was 12,
Nothing fell.
and then 25.
What was your charisma stat?
18.
Nice.
This is on his
Did
step.
you have proficiency in persuasion?
I did,
Okay.
and
So-
deception because I often pretend I know what I'm talking about.
It's important. What was your bond?
You guys go through the evening. You wake up the next day.
Ah,
Everyone deserves
So you roll me
a way to
d20s.
communicate.
D12?
20.
That's
What?
not based.
Tacos.
that makes more sense.
4.
Okay, and then somebody else roll me a d12 for this day.
5.
Okay, and then there's another 15 gold pieces.
Yeah, Brother Drander. I'm glad he's a straight shooter.
Good thing we got a Elmorian cleric.
Yeah.
Ilmater.
Ilmatari.
Ilmatari.
Ilmatari. They sound evil, though.
They
The
do.
Ilmatari, yeah.
Alright, so you guys go for the third day.
Getting there.
And on the third day, I cooked again.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Vegetable soup.
I shot random things with a finger.
18. It's good soup.
Okay, yeah, good soup. Not as good as the burger.
No, it's gonna be. I don't plan on topping it anytime soon.
Bertrand comes to you as you're making soup and you're working on the tattoo. Make me another check for the tattoo, and he's doing whatever he's working on. He comes to you and he says, he's like, I don't know, but I feel like that burger you made yesterday was amazing. I feel like you should make that a thing that you make all the time. Cause that.
You know what that burger was, pal?
No.
It's lightning in a bottle.
And he's like, was it though? Because if you made that, people would pay money to eat that burger consistently.
Oh yeah, I used to run a flapjack shop. I know that people will pay money for food.
Yeah, but like a lot of money probably, especially because you're like saying you're doing all these cool things.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this is the guy, he makes this burger.
The brick burger.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Does sound good.
You should do that.
Fat burger.
Just throwing it out there. Veilguard's burgers and fries.
He's like, yeah, sure. The brick burger.
Fuck saving the South.
No. Oh,
No?
You make
you
a
say
smaller
that?
version and call it Brick Junior.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Also, Rev doesn't really. Not about saving the South either.
He is about saving the South because that's
It's about
defeating
killing
Oslo.
Osler. Different things.
Yeah, those are different things. His goal and your goal are aligned, but if Oslo moves north, then fuck the South.
I mean, if he moved north, I'd go north too.
True. Well, I mean,
It's slow.
you did start.
19 for his tattoo.
I mean, I'm pretty much culpable
Yeah,
as well.
you're pretty much finished.
I think this is excellent work. Thank you.
You got any like ointments in your alchemist jar or anybody in an herbalism jar? If anybody has herbalism stuff, like maybe some aloe or something to rub on
Nope, I only got some goodbye. Walk away.
Prepping for the 14th, I see.
I'm getting ready for it.
You make me alchemist check.
$13.
You have some stuff you're not really sure if anything that'll work specifically. You also know that magical healing is a thing that you can do with a touch. So you could probably fix that so that it's all healed.
You
it. There you go, bud.
You should. That should be part of your pitch.
Oh,
When
instant
you,
healing?
yeah, when you offer to tattoo someone, if you can instantly heal the tattoo, bumps up your price a bit.
Fair.
Bertrand, you ready?
Yep. All right, let's do this.
Wave. Ice shield, please.
Ice shield created. And you've got the stick now.
All right, you feel the weight? You're gonna feel the weight. Make sure it's appropriate.
It's about.
It's actually a little heavy.
Yeah, it's probably a little heavier than a
Probably a
shield.
little heavy. That's good.
So yeah,
No melting time.
Build up them muscles.
So spark.
Let
go
go.
ahead and make me that charisma.
That check. Ooh, not as good today. 15.
Oh, wait. 18.
18.
So he's not sure that this is necessarily for him, but you don't seem to really be on your game.
Okay.
And you guys all watch that, not consistently, but there are at least 3 times that like Bertrand gets the better of Rev in like sword and shield combat. Like there's one time like where you're like going and he kind of like does a little feint move and like hits you on the upper arm, and like one time he kind of like puts the ice shield up and he kind of like whoop, whoop, underneath and like gets him in the tum tum.
Yeah, Bertram!
And like one time like Rev like pushes him over and he like falls and hits on the ground. He's like ah, and he like wah, kind of gets you like right in the side. So like over the 2 hours still?
2 hours.
2 hours,
Sticking
he
that
gets
to
like 3 good shots in that were in a real fight would have probably done significant damage
Woo!
to Rev. Whether it's your game or your training, you're not really sure.
Also, Rev gets hit a lot. So
That's true.
it's not like
That is true.
Not a rarity.
That's true, but like we're talking like this guy,
Yeah.
not really like a 0 on the scale of the monocle.
Makes sense.
So,
Good job. Do you wanna-
you don't lose any temporary hit points for that. Though.
Thank you. Do you want to stick with this dragon tomorrow?
And he's like, well, I feel pretty good about it, but I feel like I should still give it a shot and see what else is out there.
Give him two-handed. I could do it tomorrow.
Big
You
Two-handed.
want to take over? Big stick?
Big stick.
What do you think, Bertram?
I think basically shot.
Give it a go.
All
Next
right.
day, no stick.
We'll
Okay.
see. All right.
All right. Watches night. See you guys.
D12? Yeah, D12, sure.
3.
3? Alright.
You can throw ice balls at him. Or I could throw ice balls and you could have them.
Block him.
Blindfold.
No.
Dodge.
You gotta be good to start blindfold.
Oh,
you
fair.
gotta be above average before you can blindfold and
Okay.
be effective.
So,
I can only think of one hero mighty enough to do that.
There.
Mork.
Oh, Morg, yeah, hero.
you didn't roll me a D20 yet. Roll me a D20.
Niner.
Okay. Better part of the day goes by.
All right. Dinner tonight is. I used all the good stuff. We are having warmed up soup from yesterday. It's okay. 13.
I mean, it was okay yesterday.
It was warmed up
17.
from yesterday.
I didn't expect it to get better
Okay.
with a day.
No, it never does. Bread's a little crustier today, so take that. It could be a positive, could be a negative.
I like crusty bread. That works.
Temperature.
All right.
Big stick.
Big stick. All right, here
Make
we
me an
go.
athletics check.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go into a rage to show him that he needs to be angry when he fights, because if he can't channel his emotion into power, then he's not gonna cut it when
Okay.
it really matters.
That's not true at all.
That's 100% true, and I'm gonna have advantage on my athletics check.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you can fight very effectively.
Okay.
I fight.
1427.
I fight in a kind of a tranquil state, kind of a zen.
All right, well, we just try different things, so why don't you just shut up?
Whoa.
I'm angry. I'm in a
I
rage.
got it. I got it. But
He didn't mean it though.
so he fights.
I'm kidding.
I passed 21.
Bertram just fucking runs.
No, I was kidding. I didn't.
I didn't do it. That was all hypothetical.
Head on the face.
He's trying. It doesn't seem like he's doing his best. It doesn't seem to be exact as much his jam.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be kind of operating at about half efficiency, as like he's about a half as good as you are. So he's doing okay, but
Yeah.
he's not. He seemed to be doing much better
What's the
yesterday.
number?
0.
All right, bud.
Let me know
This
when
is
it's
great
close
to get stronger. It's a good way to do it. It's also good to know how to fight against somebody with two-handed weapons. Okay. Keep it up.
That's
So,
right.
I'm gonna beat him pretty good too.
Yeah, that's fine. That sounds about right.
Want to do
Freedom.
some yoga or something afterwards? Start stretching, maybe not be as sore the next day.
Yeah, he can only take an hour of the two-handed weapons. Then he can do yoga after that.
You can fight with weapons in both hands, right? As
Yeah.
long as they're monk weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody can fight with 2 weapons.
Yeah, but she's like good at it. 'Cause
Better.
Yeah.
I want to use two-handed weapons.
I can quarterstaff.
I mean, she could technically use 2 short swords too. And it
yeah.
does-
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like
Yeah.
even though she only uses her fist, she can fight
I can.
effectively with weapons in each hand.
Yeah.
So you could
I
take
prefer
over
using my
fist.
fist, but I can.
Greatest stick.
The greatest stick. I keep it.
All right, you have the greatest stick.
All right.
All right, next day goes by. Someone roll me a d12. That's not Pat, and someone roll me a d20. That can be Pat.
Back roll a d20.
Yeah, Pat. I'll use money.
6.
Ooh, look at us.
Call that a 12.
Okay, cool. 12.
So that will be 75 gold. Congratulations, Veilguard. You have surpassed 6,000 gold.
Woo!
For you.
You do care.
You're gonna live there with us.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
You care.
So, dinner tonight? What'd you get? Sorry?
6.
Dinner tonight?
Dinner tonight is. Let's see. Tonight we are going to have these mushrooms I found in the forest that are edible, as well as a nice salad with a little bit of chicken. It's bad though. The chicken's a little bit old.
What'd you
Should have
get?
made the chicken. I got a 9.
Okay, yeah. The lettuce is
I got a
a
9.
D.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gotta eat the old stuff, guys, before we get to the good stuff.
so,
Sure.
it is your night to teach Bertram. What are you going to teach him? You're going to teach him 2 weapon, or are you going to teach him hand to hand?
Can I do both?
Sure.
Hour each.
Yeah, split it, start in the beginning, do a little bit like a 15-20 minute warm up, do some stretches, do some cardio, get him warm and ready to go. And then start teaching him like martial arts, punchy exercises, and then do a little hand to hand with him.
Make me a dexterity athletics check.
Plus
Be a
2.
battle master fighter with all this training.
All those different
22.
So he it's weird. So you're teaching him, you're getting him stretched out, getting him all loose and stuff like that. And then you're going into your hand to hand fighting and your 2 weapon fighting. And you can make me an insight check. But it's interesting because after seemingly it took him a while to get used to fighting against Rev with that, and he did okay when he was fighting against you.
9.
But you guys watch. Alright. You don't know why. You guys watch that after maybe the first 10-15 minutes in the training with Brina, he is able to match her almost move for move
Ooh.
with dexterity based punching, 2-handed weapon. Something almost supernatural about the speed and the agility that he is able to match all of her movements.
Cool. That's good.
As we're
Make
going.
me an insight.
Hey, dude! I think we found your fighting style!
Almost a natural 20.
But
The incense at +5, so 23.
you would know from your time kind of training in your sort of Templar-ish ways that once afflicted with lycanthropy, it has immediate physical effects on the body, and the type of lycanthropic kind of infection, each kind does something different.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Oh, plus he would know of the werebears and would have a certain amount of knowledge in that regard.
Yeah, so you would know
So
that it
bears?
provides
I'll tell you.
certain abilities immediately. He seems to be like supernaturally dexterous.
Nice.
However, you also know
Can't see anything.
that when lycanthropy is removed, those abilities go with it.
Ah, poor guy.
I will communicate this to him, but like in front of everyone.
How? Tell me how you do this.
I'll say don't, hedge your bets too much on all these abilities if you're looking to be cured, because these abilities will go away. So you just need to think about that.
He's
going
like, I don't
forward.
know, this is pretty good.
If you want to continue to train, you're going to have to accept the fact that you will change into a were-rat, and that
Or you could train and get better, just with the
Naturally.
expectation that you're gonna lose this, and that's probably better than becoming a were-rat.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, I mean, probably, but like, someone offered you the easy way out.
I'm going to make a persuasion check if I could do that.
Yeah, sure.
And maybe removing it for the sake of removing risk of turning into a were-rat and doing bad things.
Becoming all crazy junk.
Sure.
Uh, 13.
It's like, I guess you're probably right.
I'm gonna message Cedric and be like, if he changes his mind, we are making him get cured.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
They just hold him down.
Yeah. Or, hey man, you should really get cured.
Or yeah. If that works, then why bother? Hold him.
If that doesn't work,
Oh, I could hold him.
pin him down.
No,
Actually,
no,
that's
would make
murderous.
Ah,
I would just hold him like this.
no.
We'll figure it out.
Fair.
Either way.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah. So you also notice, you guys have learned and seen kind of over the time that this has been happening, that even though you've been like training and beating on him pretty hard all of these times, it seems as though, like, and Rick was putting him through the paces and like cracking him pretty damn hard with this stick. He has no markings on him at all, as though it didn't do anything to him.
Ooh,
Huh.
They're not
just
silver.
like the werebears.
They're not silver. They're not gonna hurt.
So that's good. That's good because that means that.
I mean,
So he's still got that healthy burger glow.
Yeah.
Good.
He's got that clogged artery glow that he's got going on.
Hey, Monday, if we don't play D&D, do you want to go to Burger and get some really nice burgers?
Zinburger?
whatever it's called.
Simbaga.
My God.
Yes. We can
Anyway.
Now I don't want to go.
So yeah.
We should go.
Okay, the next day, somebody roll me a d12, somebody roll me a d20.
Sean, why don't you roll D20?
D20?
I'll do the D20.
But
1!
15.
12. Alright. Ooh. Big old one gold piece.
Hey, man. Get it out of the way before I have to use Storm's Herald.
Fair.
So.
Like D12s. They are nerve-wracking, though.
Yeah.
A D12.
why?
Because there's a lot of swing in that damage there.
Alright, Jake.
All
Roll
right.
me a percentile die.
Ooh.
22.
Alright. Day goes by uneventfully.
Alright.
Okay. So it's the next night. What's the training for this evening?
I will
Keep going with weapons.
message convo them all in turn and basically like, yeah, we're gonna go back to either one of us, right?
Yeah.
'Cause that I think
No, thank you. I'm good.
flying too close to the sun.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't give him too much
You
of a
wanna
taste
take
for
him?
power.
give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah.
But like
We're
sword and
gonna do
shield
it.
again.
My Jim Jams
Yeah,
gonna
but,
give him too much of a taste of power.
I'm gonna
So,
try
no,
and
thank you.
again with the shield. I'm gonna try and make him be a little bit more defensible. But now that I know he's got a little bit more speed, I'm gonna really try and give it a go with Veilguard's Glory. Really try and be quick with the swinging and maybe make big impacts against that ice shield.
Belgard's glories. Just against the shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of swinging around,
Make me
ducking, and
an athletics check.
Dodge, dip, dodge, dip, and dodge.
I think he's a dodge.
Athletics.
No, that was correct.
32.
Dodge, dip, dodge.
Yeah, you just
dodge.
destroy that
sorry.
shield he's
I thought
got.
you said 3 dodges.
No,
Dodge,
tries his
dodge,
best, but he
dodgeball.
just gets destroyed.
Alright.
Does not go nearly as well. He's looking a little defeated after
Well.
yesterday's great day.
It's a little more realistic.
I might have gone a little too hard there. I'm sorry.
And he's like,
Just be over here punching my rock.
okay. Alright. Next day, 2 more.
Spaghetti for dinner. That sucks.
Ah,
It's all going
pasta like
shitty.
sticks together, so it's just a glob.
It's like,
That makes it raw in the middle. So it's crunchy.
it's pretty nasty.
You just kind of dip it in some sauce. And
Good,
just,
good.
12 and a 20.
this is great, right?
Someone a 12 and a 20.
No, it's
12,
9.
2.
Wait, did you both roll the 12?
No.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
They're both under 12 sided.
Next night?
I'll take back over for training.
Alright, I was thinking maybe we could do some javelin practice.
Oh,
See
throw
if he
some
can toss
stuff.
him into the trees. See how he does. But if you feel like, well, I mean, hand to hand makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't care if he's good or not.
Alright, you go ahead and do
Try
that.
to keep his mind.
Alright,
on
alright.
fence.
I'm gonna start getting dinner ready.
Alright.
I'm gonna take my time.
Plus 3. Oh, 2. Plus 4.
Ooh. 25.
Okay. Yeah, he's about half speed.
Alright, cool.
You
You get better, man. Keep it up.
I rolled a 9 for a d12.
Okay. So next day.
I'm just gonna make some fresh bread. And then I'm gonna put some cheese on it. It's gonna be cheesy bread.
Okay. Cheesy bread.
18.
It's pretty good cheesy bread.
Alright.
Plus 3.
Have you been doing all these with advantage? Because they all have advantage.
Oh no, I haven't been doing any of them. The 13.
I think since the
18.
burger.
Yeah.
The burger
Yeah.
I reminded you that you had advantage,
Yes.
and then after that we just
Been
so
doing
overwhelmed with the burger.
The burger was so good.
It was.
22.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty fucking good cheesy bread.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes cheesy bread.
Somebody roll me a 20 for the day.
6.
We're so good at this.
They're so good at rolling low.
It's been working great.
This is where we shine.
Oh, we're
Clearly.
great at traveling.
All right. Next.
How many days is this?
This is day 7.
This
Yeah.
is day 7. All right.
How many days does it take to get to the citadel?
8.
Oh, we're so close.
We're a day away. It's only a day.
Ah, it sucks. We gotta stop showing because you got a class or.
Oh wait.
He does.
Oh, ho, ho.
You don't like that?
I don't like
0
that.
out of 10 stars.
Oh, I'm
would,
sorry.
would not recommend.
I'll never do it
Jake,
again.
even I'm uncomfortable.
No, that's saying something. Roll me a percentile. Okay.
That'd be for me. No, thank you.
73.
Sometimes I want to go on Yelp and see if for 2 houses and see if people wrote nice things about me. But then I don't because I don't think they did.
Do you want me to look?
No.
Just to see?
Nope.
If you look, just don't tell him. But that's forbidden knowledge. That's hard to take on yourself. Better to not look at all.
True.
Nah,
Now that you called it forbidden, like,
nah, that's like
Not
that's like
really.
texting an ex and being like, "What went wrong?" It's a bad door to open.
Yeah.
Ain't that a fact?
Yeah, I know it is
Ain't
fact.
that
Don't
You, on your travels, or maybe when you're getting ready for the evening, come across a potion. This potion is dark crimson liquid,
I didn't hear
pulses with a dull light, seemingly like a heartbeat.
I'm gonna take a sip.
A little spicy, a little cinnamon flavor on this bad boy. You would know
Fireball.
it's a potion of fireball. Your insides explode.
Oh no! Ooh, it's a potion of booyah!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Never thought karma would take this long.
Yeah, right. It is actually a potion of vitality.
Ooh,
Those are good.
It removes
little
all
blue potion,
exhaustion,
as it were.
cures any diseases, poisons, or curses affecting the person who imbibes it. And for the next 24 hours,
keep
you
it.
regain the maximum number of hit points from any hit die spent.
Hold on. Save that shit.
You guys see him catch a potion and just like drink it and put it away.
Cool.
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 Bertram, take the night off. Recover from your hard work.
He's like, I feel like really good though. I feel like I haven't even taken a hit. It's crazy.
Do 200 jumping jacks.
And he's like, okay, I guess.
And then 200 push-ups.
He's like,
And then combine them into burpees.
he's like, I mean, like, all right.
600 total. Go.
1.
That's
Two.
not.
That's
That's
not-
not what she meant.
You know, where you jump up and
3.
you go down and you go down and you
A jump.
and then go up. There's gotta be
4.
push-ups. You jump, then you go down, shoot out, push up,
5.
get in.
I do 200 burps.
Okay.
Okay, well,
So he does that.
that's that. How long does it take?
Bertram, why did you do that? After I want to wait till he's done.
He's like, because you told me to?
No. A small child told you to. I don't know why you listened.
Well, why do you travel with a small child?
I don't do what she says.
Mm.
Well, Callum Vor told me to. What? Why? What's your? What?
Because you told me to.
Yeah,
come
I know.
with you
Like,
and then
no.
listen.
That was my question. Was why are you listening to her?
Because 2 days ago you told me to listen to her.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
You said get trained with all these people, and I'm trained with her.
I didn't say that.
You did 2
She
days
said,
ago.
She said that. She
Yeah,
said you're
but
training
you-
with me today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she's, she's a child.
and like
That's what
yesterday
she
you
said.
said you're training with me, so I listened to you.
Yeah, that was a good idea. You should listen to me. I know what I'm talking about.
Bertram, you're training with me today.
You don't have
Do
to.
one more round of everything. Go.
All right.
And he's like, I don't understand. You guys are really confusing.
Test your mental.
Can I figure out what this potion of
Physical
vitality
stresses.
is made out of?
Ooh, like
Sure.
reverse engineer it?
You could try to make
That's
me
a
an
good thought.
herbalism kit check.
We got like little tester tubes or paper slips or. Alright. So.
Oh, the herbalism kit is not an advantage because it's not an artisan's tool.
Oh.
So just re-roll it.
Just roll betting.
But it is with wisdom and proficiency.
Cool.
Which is basically.
19.
Okay. It's pretty tricky. This is a pretty high-end potion. They don't get much more difficult to brew than this. Like, this is, like, top tier of potions. You've only heard of one potion rarer than this. And harder to make than this.
Where are you gonna get the cinnamon?
Well,
That's a good point.
And that requires, the one that's even harder to make, requires the toenail of a storm giant. Yeah. You have to eat it. It has to go down with it too.
so
Which is currently, as far as you know, the rarest potion in existence.
potion of vitality?
No,
Potion
potion
of
of storm
giant.
giant strength.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I want one of those though.
So, because one of the potions in the area was the potion of vitality.
Yes, bits to make it, yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna try and keep a lookout for any ingredients.
I mean, you guys are you're on the road, so it's unless it's like a roadside shrub,
yeah.
which it may or may not be. But you also know that there's a lot of
Something
areas
road,
throughout this
yeah.
whole area. There was the whole hilly section that you left in the beginning. There was a small forest down by Varelia, so that potentially it could be a coastal thing, right down by the seawater. Could be like a river, because you guys are kind of not traveling right next to the river, but you're kind of going alongside where the road is leading. So, yeah.
Alright.
Rice and eggs for dinner. 18.
Burger recipes.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Like it.
It's no,
Simple.
it's no brick burger
Nutritious.
cheesy bread, but it's pretty good.
Brick
Well, I'm not gonna
burger
make the same
on
thing
the
every day.
cheesy bread.
Well, I'm running out of good ingredients.
Well, we're there tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
stock up again.
that's why I've just been kind of blowing through the stuff.
Fair.
That's fair.
Good move.
2. D12.
What was that?
Right?
Was that for the D12?
Oh, wait, we need to wait for the next day. This is dinner.
That was dinner, yeah.
Ah, shit.
Then we did training. You did training though?
No, we gave him the night off.
Oh, that's right.
Well, then you did all those calisthenics, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
for no reason, because he's very confused. He's questioning.
I told him to do things so that he was mind distracted, but that didn't involve fighting.
Good thought.
Helping him build his muscles.
Good thought.
Muscles. Muscles.
point out that you're a child. People shouldn't listen to you.
You know, that's
if more
ageist.
people
Yeah, it is.
started listening to me, maybe we'd be doing better.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But it's a possibility.
No, it's not.
Won't know until you try.
Okay.
Not true.
So,
Right.
what was the watch order again?
First,
First, second. No, first,
I'm fourth.
second, third, fourth.
Okay.
Wave, red, Rick, Rick.
Gotcha. Cool.
It's a little sandwich. It's the 2 hours in the middle. Breaking bread.
Sure.
Okay, you're not wrong. On wheat and brioche, red.
Oh, it didn't ask.
I like
Who? We didn't talk about it. So you do have the lantern.
Yep.
So who's got that?
Well,
What does it do again?
whoever's on watch has it.
Yeah.
Okay, are you just transferring between every person?
Yeah, why not, right?
Is it an attunement thing?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It only has
That's
6 hours. It burns for 6 hours on 1 pint of oil,
Okay.
but it only functions while it's lit.
Aha. Well, don't light it unless you need it. Yeah, unless you
As
hear.
far as I can tell,
something.
it's as long as you have oil to put in it, you can continue to use it. As far as I can tell.
Cool.
We're not stopping on oil right now.
You can get some in the next place.
And you've got the ring.
Yep.
But who put on the vest?
Brina wanted the vest.
Oswald's magnificent vest that gives you prestidigitation at will.
Sure. I have it now.
Okay. It's a luxurious
Write that
silk
down.
vest in a baby blue with silver patterning of a cheerful sky. You now have prestidigitation at will.
Cool.
And nobody was going to use the staff of the Rat King, I assume.
No.
Cool.
I think we put it in Carl.
Probably.
Or the dagger of sacrifice.
Correct. Or the dagger of sacrifice, which is not attunement. Just as a point of fact.
Right.
Okay. During your watch, Rick, it's third watch, things are going. How does Rick's watch typically go? Like, what is it normally like? What do you do?
I don't do anything except watch.
What do you like? Just like the darkness, which is now significantly extended for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like scanning constantly.
Just paying attention. I guess I'm sitting where you guys are all sleeping right around the carriage, right? Mm-hmm. So I put out the fire because everybody can see in the dark. That works better. And then I'll just look around, watching. Keep an eye on the sky because we keep getting attacked from above.
Reasonable. Gotta make me a perception check.
About a half moon. I'm not using that die. It's been terrible all night. I hate it. This one will work better, but at least then I won't hate it. Oh, look at that. 16, 21.
Okay. So, yeah, you see, like, Bertram is, he's, like, fidgeting and, like, scratching, and, like, sounds are sort of chittery, like, his like, dream sounds rather than, like, grunts. It's and he's, like, rolling around. He seems to be sweating in his sleep.
Nah, don't worry, bud. You're gonna squeak through this.
He's dreaming.
He's always dreaming.
What's he dreaming about?
He's just swimming in like it's like a lake, but like it's filled with spaghetti. It must be yesterday's dinner. I think that's why he's thinking about it. But yes, he's just swimming through a lake of spaghetti. And he dove down. He found a meatball. He's very excited for the meatball.
All right. Well, maybe I'll.
Now his wife is getting murdered again. That's his dream.
Who's doing it?
I don't take requests.
Is he thinking about it?
No.
All right.
Are you thinking about it?
Now I am. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he can't see their faces. And, accurate to how it happened. They're just hooded figures with weird colored skins poking out. It's nice that we can have these chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had anyone to speak to. I've just been yelling. No one has a response back.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
It's going to be so hard to say, like, thank you, Gaspard.
Thank you, Gaspard. It was actually pretty easy.
Ah.
I might do it again sometime.
I thought so.
But yeah.
Are you hungry?
Constantly. Do you have any mites? Or ladybugs? Or maybe some crickets?
Crickets.
No, but I'll keep an eye out for them.
Thanks! I would love that.
Oh, and you can't eat the invisible master that's around here. Not allowed to.
Okay.
Okay.
He's bigger than me.
Yeah, well, I don't know how snakes work.
I'm not a
He's a
No,
chameleon.
in my mind.
chameleon, you son of a bitch.
I will step on you.
Yeah.
I take my thank you back. I go back to watch.
What's the dream? What's he dreaming about now?
Now his wife is getting drowned in the lake of spaghetti.
Oh, God.
It's very sad. He can't move. He can't save her.
Now
He's
she'll have
crying.
angel
He's
hair.
crying. He's crying more. This is a very sad dream. And she doesn't
And
even like
you
spaghetti.
hear from your ring, "Hey, watch out!" And that's where we're at for tonight. Very loudly wakes all of you up.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Bertram, don't die.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it so much. Without you guys, we would just be 5 people hanging out in a basement.
I mean, we'd be doing pretty much the same thing, but with less chat interaction and more
Yeah,
ideas.
Swearing.
What's up?
More swearing.
Yeah.
It's about the same.
That's true.
I don't watch my fucking mouth that much.
No, we
that
really
much.
don't cut it back. We had for like that little while after your mom complained.
Yeah,
about
that's
Sean.
true. I think in general though we're more teen than we used to be.
That's right, we're getting older.
I mean, it's also realistically not the worst thing when it comes to as far as like potential people on YouTube and like advertisers and stuff. It's easier to hit a larger audience of people that will be interested in advertising.
Right.
If it's more family friendly, as it were. Then again, the podcast, the content is still more adult.
That's true.
But
But seriously, internet, thank you.
Thank you so
It's,
much.
It's
Yeah.
a ton of fun, and
Thank
we
you
enjoy
to,
your input and support.
Yeah, for all the suggestions. Again, I'll put a link here in the chat to our Discord. If you have not joined the Discord, you should think about it. There's a lot of cool people there. And I do take requests there for things like it builds character, but I also take requests for, or ideas for ultimates, not ultimates, I'm sorry, for trinkets and for the reliquary table. Things like that. I have ideas granted from you guys that are stuck in there, especially because some of the trinkets are kind of garbage. Ash's memes are there. There are a lot of memes. Ash posts memes constantly, which is great because it's a constant flow of content there. And they're usually pretty good, so I will recommend checking those out.
I love a good meme.
We have the Meme Central. There's a whole channel devoted to memes. I'll throw a link to our 2 sponsors of Initiative Coffee Company and Elderwood Academy. Be sure to stay tuned to the social medias as well as, more specifically, YouTube to see more content coming out from, there's at least 2 more videos coming out from D&D Live. One is, we didn't get a chance, we were all too tired to do a day 2 review. So we did like our final thoughts at the end of day 3, right before we all went to sleep, because most of us were getting up at 5 o'clock to go to the airport. So we did like a late night post Game of Thrones, which may or may not have tainted the overall feeling of that review, but I'll leave that as it is. So we did that, and then I will also have our unboxing / review of this guy, the red figurine of adorable power, red dragon,
Damn cute.
Yes.
from Ultra Pro. He's got little
I like that he's a little
swirlies.
chubby.
These little swirlies for his like elbow joints and his knees and stuff. I really like it a lot.
Muggin.
These are not publicly available yet. They'll be out in June. There is this version
How's
of the
the
dragon.
quality on it?
Pretty good. There's like a really, you can even see it from where you guys are. The seam.
Yeah.
Like look at the little hole in the armpit.
Right.
Like there's some, the packaging was okay, and you can kind of see there's like some yellow bleed through on the tail and on like the feet. So it's very clearly yellow, and then they painted it red. So like there's some color bleed and spots.
Sure. But all in all, pretty decent.
This may get fixed by the time the products are launched. They only had 7 of them at the at the show, and I managed to just talk with their social media manager, and they hooked me up with one.
Nice.
So there's this,
That's cute.
there's a chubby little owl bear, and then there's a all red kind of like translucent-y red exclusive dragon, and then there's also a white owl bear. And I think they have a plan of total 6 for release.
Cool.
6 different creatures, not including the variant versions of the
Right.
other ones. Yeah, but this is actually, funny enough, by Ultra Pro. Not, it looks like kind of like it would fit in the world of like a Funko Pop, but it's Ultra Pro, which is nice because then it won't get, you'll be able to actually buy them, because the weird Funko Pop people who are obsessed with having every single Funko Pop won't go buy them out because it's a Funko Pop. Like, it's by Ultra Pro, the people who make deck boxes, they make the D&D character sleeves that we use and that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
So it's by a, you know,
Quality.
a card and dice, you know, and you know, that kind of company. So it doesn't hit those two circles. So should be more readily available. Plus, I mean, like it's about the size of like a huge creature if you put like a base on it.
Oh, cool.
So you could technically use it at
Yeah,
your
why
table.
not?
But like it's a cool thing for like kids or like on your desk at work or whatever
Yeah.
else you want to do with it. So a couple of production issues, but cool overall. So there'll be a video with the unboxing and close-up pictures of all the defects that we're talking about. The reason I bring them up is the Ultra Pro rep asked me to be brutally honest with the review. And then again, more stuff on this guy. Goes to Saltmarsh. More on this coming soon. There'll be, I think, 4 total videos on this. Overall, what's new, the ship rules, the magic items, and the monsters. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks,
Cool.
Internet. We will see you next week for Evil Game.
Woo!
Monday will be Rise of Tiamat. We went to weekly and didn't play for 3 weeks. And then tomorrow will be It Builds Character. I don't even know what I'm building. What the hell am I building? Good question, Ted. Let's find out. I'll just leave this and then we'll leave you guys to enjoy the rest of your evening. Let's open the list. Come on. Tomorrow up is supposed to be Samson, the biblical hero with magic hair.
Interesting.
So that'll be interesting.
Interesting.
But yeah, Evil Game next week.
All right.
Bye, Internet.
Mwah.